Hey! Welcome back to Charisma Plus. And hey, everybody's here tonight. Yay! Hey! Heath is no longer sick. Matt he was here last time, but he's not sick. He didn't get sick from it. Bump made it just in time.
Good job.
It's going to be a good time. So, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. But the first thing we got to talk about is where we ended last time with the spell of suggestion. You guys that were here for the end of the last episode, we had disagreement on a spell, and there's also some confusion in the chat and the people watching YouTube. Everybody has opinions, and so we're going to put that into a little box, look at it, and we're going to tell you how we're going to do it in our game. So suggestion is you magically make a suggestion to someone, and if it's reasonable and they fail the wisdom save, then they will do their best to do whatever that thing is for 8 hours. And it's a concentration spell. So at the end of the last episode, we had a fight. Belle and Leopold, our bards, were there.
Hello.
And it's just Leopold, he didn't get to fight at all and show off his cool stuff. So that was the whole point of the fight. But there was a bandit captain and then just 3 bandits with him. They had went to an area to where one of their friends was attacked. His skull was ripped. Or the skin of his skull was ripped. They were there to like investigate, and so these two came. They were also looking for something, and they were talking about it out loud. So they heard him. They came to capture you guys basically, and Mary cast suggestion and told him to run away. And I didn't like that, but Mary didn't like that. I didn't like that. And so the problem with the suggestion spell, in the way that it was used, in my opinion, is that it was used like a fear. Like run away for 8 hours or until you stop concentrating on the spell. The second level. There's a third level spell called Fear. It makes them run away as best they can, but the difference is they get to re-roll out of it after their turn. And with this character that had every reason to not flee the fight because you guys are outnumbered, you're just bards, you have musical instruments to fight with, and these guys are like together as a crew and they're there for their friend, but it was reasonable for him to run away. You know, like that's where our disagreement came from. And like I said, reasonable is the problem with the spell description because you can kind of warp anything you want to be reasonable depending on how you explain it. It's like you got a king that's like, man, I'm tired of being king, and you come up, hey, I'll be king for you. It'll be easy. Well, that sounds reasonable because you worded it that way, and I failed my save. You're king now, hooray! And then you go ruin the kingdom because that was, you know, it's just you can do a lot of really silly things with it if it's not.
I'm
like,
Nicholas
kept.
now. Yeah. All right.
You can do a lot of really crazy things. So what we're going to do with it, like whenever I think of the spell suggestion, I think of like non-combat situations, like going back to the king and you're in his court and he's trying to decide whether someone lives or dies, but this is like your romantic partner and you want him to not kill your partner, and so you suggest that he shouldn't do this, and he's like, okay, I won't. Cool. And so we're going to do it in a way that if it's something that you could get a character to do by rolling like 20 or above on persuasion, like a persuasion check. It's just like not an automatic success, but like if you rolled a 20 or something. If you could talk them into doing it normally, then that would be something they would reasonably do, right? And that's the way we're going to continue to do it. And so, because it sucks when you're arguing with your players. Me and Mary went and talked about it afterwards, and she has a note saying I'm a dick in there and everything. But it just, the main issue is that if we use it in that sense, then it becomes really overpowered. And I can just send in 5 bards to kill somebody, and they just make everyone else leave, and that one character's there, and they kill the shit out of them. It can be abused, so we got to put a cap on it. And there's a lot of arguments, like Heath was saying, on the internet and forums. People really get upset over that spell.
It's really divisive.
Yeah. We're not the only group that has had a disagreement over that spell. Yeah. So.
And basically, it comes down to the ruling of the DM if it's reasonable or not.
Yeah.
And I handled it poorly. When it happened, it just pissed me off. I was like, that's not how the spell works, Mary! You can't just go make someone flee in terror for 8 hours!
But you guys did the right thing. You talked about it after the game.
Yeah.
So, but at the time, like it took me my head out of the game, and Mary was upset and was just like, all right, we're done. We'll come back next time. And so I just wanted to explain how we're going to do it. We're going to treat it more of a persuasion, like a higher powered persuasion roll, since it's, it's just a level 2 spell. It's not freaking level 9 spell where you can do whatever you want for 8 hours. But anyway, let's look at some fan art. Yay!
Yay!
All right, let's see here what we got. First, we got boom. Who's that guy?
Oh dang!
Nicholas.
That's old Nicholas.
That's old Nick.
Old Nicky. There he is. He's just hanging out. He's like, I'm about to suck the souls out of your family. Sorry about that. We got some pretty cool art.
Oh dang!
Oh, look at that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scrag.
We got
That's Greg.
We got several of these actually. We got one for each character.
Oh,
Oh, dang.
snap.
Is he
Yeah.
flexing or holding his arms up?
You can't tell from the armor.
Huh, that's weird.
We got boom. Got some Rainedor.
awesome.
The claw.
That's so cool.
We got some Hamo in here.
Oh, dude.
love that.
Simplicity right there. I like that.
Split Hamo. These things are just a little big. I'm trying to get her name in here too, so you guys can see that.
Yeah.
For now.
And we got boom, some bells.
Hey, I love that. That's so awesome.
Few fingers.
Yeah.
And then we got boom.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
dang.
handsome. Look at that.
Is he combing his hair in the middle of a battle? Or something?
He might be. He might be. Why not?
It's like Adrian Broner.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Let's see. Then we got.
That's really cute.
I thought I had it on here. I do not. Anyway, we got boom. Some Leopold.
Oh,
Singing the
Leopold.
songs.
Those eyebrows.
Oh yeah. They're nice.
Command the room with them.
Let's see. We have. What is this one? Oh, that's the Emperor. He's got the scythe in his hand. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, but he's about to give someone those slice.
You know what's
Off of someone's head, I think.
Yeah.
Where's Sebastian at?
Then there's another Ray.
Oh,
Hey,
right
hey,
on.
hey.
Yeah.
Nice dragon mane.
Right, it looks like something out of Dragon Ball Z. Like he just dropped it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He's got another 2 episodes before he lets that go.
Yeah. We're here for a while, guys.
It's Ray the Ice Master.
Then you got some Ruby.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
girl.
arm.
They had said in the tweet, it's like, I don't know if I got her arm on the right side. Well, I think I change it every time she shows up. But it's supposed to be her right arm, not ours. But anyway, that's cool. We got some reaction.
Oh, yeah.
See, when Oseron threatens Nicholas,
What the fuck are you doing?
when Nicholas punches Oseron.
What? Oh. Can't be scared of the infancy, man.
It's funny is you're over there too, so I'm like shielding my face from you whilst I smile.
Then we got.
Oh, it's Amber.
Amber, what up, girl?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's Amber.
Oh, she
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Now look. I don't think she's actually holding her dress.
Blowing the wind.
It's enchanted.
It's probably blowing up.
It's a billowing dress.
Got some Ray.
Oh,
Oh,
Bubble
Ray.
Ray.
Oh,
Look at this
baby
little
Ray.
hand.
It's like baby
Baby
Ray.
Yeah.
Look at this little hand.
Sweet baby
Sweet
Ray.
baby Ray.
Oh, that's awesome.
See, then we got oh yeah.
Aww.
Aww.
And the
And
road.
And the
the
road.
Rouge.
The Rouge. That's so cute.
Is that a good book?
Aw.
I heard Beauty and the Beast was good, but what
No,
about
we're
Beauty and
making
the
another
Rouge?
movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is part 2.
Then we got this picture of Matt here, right?
I wonder what was going on.
What are you looking at?
It's like you're judging
Oh,
something.
there you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey!
There he is, same guy. You know, look at
Yeah,
him.
same
Bam,
guy.
bam.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
We got this is A.
More Ray.
This is A.
Oh, is that?
This is A with the green.
Oh, with the
It's
flame
green flame.
blade.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
That's cool.
We got a lot of good art this time around. Here, let's see. We got what's interesting again?
Dos Equis.
His tears can cure curses. Too bad he's never cried. The most interesting man in the world.
Right.
If only you could cry, you could cure your own curse.
Yeah, I know, right? But
Both of them.
Refuses.
We got some the colored in version. We showed this one last time, but it wasn't colored in, I don't believe.
Oh, awesome.
This is Ruby. She's lost her necklace. She's pissed.
Yeah, she's angry.
This is how
She's
everyone
hungry.
apparently
Eat
sees
somebody.
Zarini here. Let me.
Oh my god.
Hey!
She look like something out of Attack on Titan. She look like one of the Titans. Like,
She looks like she's max level.
And And then Ayo.
Oh,
Look at that handsome dude.
Oh, so
I mean,
cute.
side by side, it looks the same to me. Really.
That's what L's look like, right?
Oh, me. But thank you guys very much for the fan art. We appreciate it. If you have any fan art you want to send us for either one of our shows got going on, hashtag Charisma Plus on Twitter, and we'll see it and we'll feature it. And we thank you for everything that you guys do. So, we got a little bit of a recap to do tonight. We'll try to go through it pretty quick since we've talked for a while already. So the beginning of last episode, we were in the tavern. Ruby had just had her necklace stolen, her ruby necklace that keeps her bloodlust satisfied because she is a vampire. You guys, from there, where'd you guys go from there directly? No, you guys went outside and Leopold heard you
Yes.
discussing your
Finally.
problems. And he, that's when I realized how frustrating these rings really are. If it depends on someone else hearing, then they're not going to. But he had some information about this elf, and you had seen him behind the church of both Helm and Mercule. You guys went back there, and you talked to an elf. His name was... What was
Voldemort.
his name? Voldemort?
Yeah.
Now, this one had beautiful,
No,
beautiful
this was
long...
Yeah,
long
Mandrake.
hair.
Mandrake.
Oh, that's the other
Mandrake,
guy.
yeah.
Mhm.
There he is, Mandrake.
And
Yeah.
parent.
He has long blue hair with silver highlights.
Mhm.
I think I said it backwards last time for some reason. But anyway,
No, blue hair
Uh,
highlighted with
yeah.
silver.
Belle.
That's what you said.
or someone had noticed that they didn't.
I noticed that it was a wig.
Yeah, you noticed it was a wig.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys got some information off of him, and he sent you to the
Jace.
the little fort, right?
He told us that Jace Zanar was the elf that stole the necklace, and that he was at the old fort and not alone.
Yeah. So you guys went up there under the moonlight,
Yeah.
the old fort, the ruins of the fort, and you guys looked around and found a hidden door.
First, we
that was covered.
took Belle back, Ruby back to the hotel.
You did put Ruby back in the hotel, and you put a brown bear in the room.
Yeah,
with her.
I gave her a bear to keep her
I couldn't
company.
believe you guys left her alone.
I mean, I didn't know what to do.
She wanted to be by herself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she
so-
wanted to
A
be.
bloodlusted vampire wanted to be by herself.
Oh, we ain't got to the best part yet. Keep on going with this. Go on with the recap.
All right, so
We ain't got to the best part yet.
you guys found the door and found that it had the symbol of the crows on it, and Oseron still had the coin in his boot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tipped the golden coin out, gave it to Hamo, and Hamo knocked on it and opened it up, where he was met with 5 or 6 crossbows shot at him. Of course, one grazed you, the other one he caught, and he threw back and struck one of these poor boys. You went down to talk to them, and they were fanboying over you because you're the legendary Hand of Fate. They gave you some information. They didn't have the necklace, or what happened?
Belle convinced Jace that she was an all-knowing deity.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
They were just kind of believing anything you guys said at that point, right?
Yeah.
They were scared for their lives.
Yeah.
But he told you he didn't have the necklace, that he had traded it for a romance novel, The Busty Bard,
Yeah.
and that Barthaniel, that's his name, right?
Oh,
Yeah, Bethaniel.
Yeah, at the bookstore, A Likely Story had your necklace. So you guys headed out, after sparing these poor
Yeah, we didn't kill any of them.
bandits. They were hiding out in the little fort. You guys went to the bookstore where you met Barthaniel, Otaku man.
The worst NPC.
What? He's the best. He's straight.
Otaku, yeah, okay.
He's straight on top of it. It was perfect.
He was reading his books, and he made a deal with you guys to help him get on a date with the love of his life,
The mayor.
the mayor of the town.
Oh, yeah.
Who is
Whoa, he made
The
a good
most
crime.
beautiful woman in the town.
Yeah, because that man owes me gold.
yeah,
Yeah.
That is true.
Aurea, the mayor of the town, and
I punched him in the face.
you guys trade him 1,000 gold, and then still promising that you'd help him. Mary did punch him in the face and sent him flying.
Yeah.
He
He was a jerk.
he seemed to be very sexist, maybe. You know.
Maybe.
Like many online trolls. But let's see. Then from there, you guys moved on. Where'd you guys go from there? Back to the tavern? No, you guys got the necklace back. You
We went back to
Ruby.
give it to Ruby.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, this is the best part. Yeah, go ahead.
So you guys entered the room, and the brown Ruby was still in the room.
Yeah.
The brown bear was there, but on top of the brown bear's head was a wig that looked familiar to you guys. You know, the blue with silver highlighted wig. The window was open. There were bits of flesh within the wig after you dismissed the bear. But you gave Ruby her necklace back, and she passed out. She went to sleep. And then you guys, Belle and Leopold, come and call it Leopold. Went to investigate
Prince Leopold.
where you last saw the elf, the owner of this wig.
Before that happened, just interrupt for a second. Leopold was very confused and very upset, and so Belle
So
told
we
him
stepped
not to
outside
worry.
to talk privately.
No, they ain't had none that went down. He walked in, he saw the vampire girl. Belle was like, oh my God, let me tell you everything about my sister that's had, you know, since I only known you for like, what?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Like 10 minutes. Let me tell you everything. But no, everyone's looking awesome. No, Oseron gonna say something to Time Beer. Shun him. Shame. Get rid of him. No, like.
But you don't understand. He's very charming.
So is Oseron. Wait, I don't understand what the point is. Like, I don't get it.
It's the difference between the NPCs and PCs. You know, you tell PCs everything so they can play the game, right?
Yeah.
Or be used against you later. I'm not too sure. We'll
My
see.
note that I have is Belle convinces Leopold that everything is fine, even though Ruby probably killed Mandrake. I was like, it's okay. She's just a little bit of a vampire.
So at this
It was
point,
great.
the party split up to go do their own things. Leopold and Belle, which is probably Ruby, went back to where they had saw Mandrake to investigate to see if they could find the body or anything like that. Which you guys did not find a body. You just kind of found the bits and
bunch of
pieces of
dudes.
flesh, and then you guys were talking about how Ruby did this, and you basically confessed out loud to them because they were sneaking and stealth, and they were sitting real close by. Then they wanted to, fight you about it, and Leopold pulled out his dancing sword,
Had this
so
floating
fancy,
around.
floating around, and Mary made the leader of this group run away in fear. He just ran away. He wasn't even scared. Which is where our argument came up. You guys knocked one of the guys out, and then you had summoned, what did you, like a
It was
frost,
a frost giant.
frost giant,
Yeah.
and then they ran. They tried to take their friend with them, but they were so scared they dropped him. And during that time, Hamo had went to the burnt down, what was it called? The burnt down inn?
Yeah.
My notes
The
for this
burnt down
place
bar.
are, the burnt
Yeah.
down bar. My notes for this place are all over the place, so bear with me to find my names. You showed the coin, or did you show the coin? Yeah, you showed the coin to Thorbalt, who is now the leader of the Thieves Guild in Littlefort. And he's also a dwarf, which is unheard of. The people in the bar, as you had your back turned to him and you had your Hand of Fate colors on, were like freaking out about it. You turned around to see what's going on, and Thorbalt saw it, and you guys had a conversation, and you learned that the Pearl Reach Thieves Guild did come in attempt to kill your family, but the Thieves Guild in Littlefort hid them away in the nearby forest, which led to the old Thieves Guild leader, Arcus, stepping down and leaving room for Thorbalt to work his way in. The bad news is that no one has seen him for a few years, as the forest seems to have become cursed, and everyone that's been sent in hasn't returned. Scran, you had gone off to collect Barthaniel
Yeah.
Go talk to him.
to teach him how to woo the women tonight.
How to woo the women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we may or may not tell Oseron on his date.
On his date.
yeah.
Oh, man.
And then we had Oseron. What were you doing? You were getting ready for
Getting
your
ready- getting
date.
ready for that date.
Yeah, you had just went to the bath, right? This
Yeah,
morning?
I got done.
You had gone to the bath. Okay. Cool.
Good idea.
So,
Lesson learned.
where we'll come in at, let's come in with our two bards, as you guys just finished this quick skirmish, and you're left out in the this open street behind the church at night.
Yeah.
What are you guys going to do now? As the one of these guys that's seen you, heard what you said, has ran away.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you keep concentration on that spell, he will continue to run. So if you cast anything else, he won't be running anymore. Just for you guys, your thoughts. But anyway, yeah, that just happened. So go ahead.
Right. Well, we should leave.
Absolutely. We don't want more of them to come back. I mean, you could probably just scare them away again, right?
Possibly.
I'm gonna go ahead and dispel the frost giant.
Okay, yeah, you dispel the frost giant. For sure. So you guys looked around the area where Mandrake, you met Mandrake, and where Ruby had given him like the big stink eye earlier, and apparently where she had attacked him. You guys don't know if he's alive or dead, but you have not found a body here.
Yeah.
But you do know that word has gotten around from the reaction that you guys just got.
Yeah.
And so if you guys want to look around or anything anymore.
What about, he was sitting outside a building. Does the building have any windows or?
The back of this building?
Yeah.
There actually are. There's 2 windows on the back of the church that look in the back. Let me turn the air conditioner off. But that is there, so you guys can decide what you want to do.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
It's night.
Nighttime.
Nighttime. It's probably about 12 a.m.
Oh,
Yeah, it's late.
Been on the date at 12 a.m.
Hey, that's late night, man.
Popping top.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leopold is
that's
super hip.
kind of what I was confused about. They're all
Okay.
doing.
I thought it was more like 9 p.m.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was
Sorry.
like 9,
I was
10.
off. It's not that late. It's 9 p.m. because I remember because you guys are supposed to have your date and such. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 9 p.m.
My
My bad.
Date in the morning.
My bad. I skipped because it's been night for so long.
Yeah.
This whole episode took place
It's
at
at
night.
night.
Yeah. like literally like 2
I'm-
hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been around for about 2 hours. Okay. Before we head back though, I'd like to look into this church and see what's going on
Okay.
because I've never seen a church that has 2 different religions in it.
No, I haven't either. Usually the Church of Miracle and the Church of Helm are pretty much in conflict the entire time. So
I'm gonna look inside the window.
Yeah, the window it's not ground level. It's
Oh,
actually
okay.
a bit higher, but you can look around. You can find a stump or a piece of wood or something that you can step up on and take a look in if you'd like to. Yeah. You can peek over, and inside it's very dimly lit, but you can see there's candles on the side that you're looking through. Just kind of you can't get a good look at it, but it looks like kind of the let's say, and like usually these temples have like a statue or an altar is what I'm trying to say. The altar area. You can see that it's to your left. You can see the candles burning and around the edges of the room. It doesn't look like there's anybody in here right now, but the candles are lit.
I heard it. Yeah, it's lit inside. You want to go in there and check it out, or would you rather
I
go
don't know.
home and rest after this long night?
Yeah, I don't know if I feel comfortable going into a church. I might go and get another drink because I'm still kind of buzzing from the one I had 2
It's
hours
kind of
ago.
the opposite of a church, but sure. And I'll put my arm out.
I'll link his arm. Why
and start
not?
walking.
Cool. You guys are heading back to the tavern?
Yes.
Cool.
We can get some of that dragon's blood.
Sweet.
That was what it was called, right?
Sounds right.
Dragon's
Let's
blood or dragon's blood?
let's get Scron going where he was going. So you're heading back to talk to Barthaniel, right? You know, you picked him up already, didn't you?
Yeah, he had just locked up.
Yeah, he just locked up and met you, and you guys were.
He's kind of still standing outside, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
Did we?
yeah, he's just. Well, let's say you guys are still standing out there. He just came out and he just kind of. Now what?
Okay. First, listen. Stop. Don't suck the snot on your date. That's one thing I don't think will help you. Second, we need to get you to the bar over here. First off, we're gonna teach you what a man's supposed to do, and then we'll teach you how the ladies like. Okay. So first off, let's head to the burnt down bar.
Okay, yeah. A douchebag wrote that in his book, bitches is easiest to find in the bar. And you find the drunkest one, and then you. I don't know what that meant. That's what the book said. It just said slap your hands together like your backhand in your hand.
Oh yeah.
And so I guess I just find one and just.
From experience, I can tell you that's probably not the way to go. Potentially could cause death. Just come with me, and we'll head towards the burnt down bar.
Okay, you guys are. Asaran, you are taking your bath currently, right?
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
trying to get on down and.
There's just the baths are just wooden. Well, they are like these just wooden barrels, kind of they're open, but the bottom of them is metal, and there's a small fire under them to keep the water warm. You don't know if this water's fresh or not, but it feels good. He's kind of sitting in it. You almost kind of have to stand a little bit in it because the water's too tall for you, but whatever, it's fine. And the door opens.
What?
Okay,
go ahead. Okay.
The door opens, and you can see Mean Bertha's head kind of looking in. And she starts walking towards you, spoon in hand.
Duck back down in the water, just.
You're just gonna duck down.
Squat back down in the water. Yes, Bertha, can I help you?
No, I help myself. She kind of comes over to the edge of your bath and just kind of looks in. She picks her spoon up and just kind of dips it in the water a little bit.
God.
Tastes good. Do you need help?
Nope, I am good. I tell you what, you were here kind of early. I'm still trying to get ready for later.
I like man stink though.
Yeah. Boy, this is something.
She kind of takes the empty pickle jar from earlier and she kind of puts it in the water, and you can hear it glugging as the glass fills up. She takes it. I'll keep this for later.
Yeah, you keep that for later. You just as I'm like splashing water all over the place in this way.
Maybe one hand on top of your head to
Yeah.
keep yourself from drowning.
You just wait later. I'll be in my room, and you can have more samples of this delicious dwarfness later. Okay.
She turns and walks out the door, and as she goes out the door, she kind of turns back and gives you like, you think it's a smile, but it looks kind of like a grimace. She just kind of goes, shuts the door.
Yeah. And I'm just like in the water. God. I just hurry up and start getting ready. Let me hurry and get on my date. I can't.
All right, so you jump out and you start getting yourself ready. At this time, Ao, you have just arrived in the town of Little Fort on horseback. Horse is out of breath because it's been a hard ride, and you've heard
all the way there. Yeah,
you've heard the whole conversation about Ruby and what's happened over the ring, and
I guess I would have felt Jaime would get knocked out, right?
yeah, things have been pretty hairy over the ring, but
Right. Okay.
But yeah, you've just arrived in town. The front gates, they're open, but there's some guards. They don't seem to stop. They just kind of watch you run by. And here you are. When you come into town, you haven't seen the town yet. So
Yeah.
this dirt streets. It's right at the edge of the woods. Like the front part of the town is still kind of in the woods, and there's walls around the town of just trees that have been chopped down and cut to a point, and then the open gate in the front. Inside, the street kind of leads to a circular center in town. There's a fountain in the middle. They didn't have anything special on it, I don't believe. It's just a fountain. The water is fountaining. There's several buildings. It's like the center of town. There's several buildings. All the inn and everything is right here. There's a blacksmith. There's a place called the Devil's Tongue. You can see a couple of girls kind of sitting up front that kind of give you a little wave as you come in. There's a smith that you can see here called Big Little Weapons, and
Most of the places are probably closed.
yeah,
right now.
you don't see any lights on in these places other than the brothel. You do, of course, and then the burnt down bar, which is the tavern of this area, and you can see lights on, and you can hear ruckus going on inside. And probably about the time you ride up, you would see Belle and this stranger walking towards the bar. He's got his arm out, and she has her arm hooked in his. There you go.
All right. I'm gonna pop off the horse.
Yeah, and you guys see this. You see Ao run up on a horse and jump off, and you see this elf draped in dark clothing hop off.
I can't wait to see how this is gonna play out.
Belle, Hi.
I run up to him and I hug him and then I slap him in the face.
Oh, roll it to hit too.
4! Take 4 damage.
Jeez, God.
All right.
I accept it.
Okay. He doesn't seem to try to move, and you just slap him in the face quite hard. I don't worry about taking that damage. It's okay. It's a slap. Yeah. So you see Bell
I'm
run
just
up to the
standing
stranger,
there.
give him a hug, and slap him.
It's like,
I
that's-
called you and you didn't answer me. Are you okay?
I didn't hear it.
Is your ring not working? I take his hand and I'm like,
I believe there's certain limitations to the rings.
oh. Well, I guess we haven't ever been that far apart from each other before.
Go ahead.
I walk up. Cloak just billowing behind me.
Yeah.
Just this fancy red cloak just billows behind me as I walk. I walk it. Prince Leopold. I take his hand. I squeeze really hard.
Are we gonna make some athletic strength checks or anything?
Oh, good.
Do it.
Really good at it. Squeeze back.
All right. Yeah. Roll. Just roll and add your strength to it.
15. Nope. 11.
Hey, he squeezes. It's not like. It's not just like hand crushing your hand, but you're like
10
ooh.
is average human strength, by the way.
Yeah, well, I'm just like you squeeze back and he's squeezing your hand harder, so it hurts a little bit.
And you are? I may pull my hand back. Yeah. How do you know this beautiful lady here? We grew up together.
He is my best friend.
Friend.
Roll for damage.
You want to take like psychic damage?
Take free zone damage. That's what you're saying.
Princess damage?
There's like a shadow and 3 little blurry lines over Ao's head. And friend zone goes boop.
Oh man.
So Belle, where's everybody?
I think most everyone is at the bar, which is where we're heading now. But we have had a pretty eventful night. And
Yeah, I felt Jaimo go unconscious.
yeah, Prince Leopold here has been helping us out this evening. He's been
Oh, really? Oh.
he's been very kind, and so yeah, we were just gonna go get a drink and celebrate our victory.
But where's everybody?
I think they're all at the bar, or they will be there shortly if they're not already.
At this time, Oseron, you're ready. Are you stepping out, going to the bar?
I see them right.
If you're going, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Bell. Hey, how's it going? And,
Oseron
and Leopold.
and Leopold.
It's
Oh,
Leopold.
Hello. Your name? I forgot it. You didn't say much to me earlier.
Oseron.
Oh,
Kick me.
nice to meet you again.
Yeah.
My name is Leopold. Prince Leopold.
Yeah, you
That's Oseron, the champion of Helm.
suck.
I just look like deception check. That is not that far from what he actually is.
Well, he does have the armor and such on, so it's like,
Okay.
he kind of can take it or leave it, whatever.
Hey, I see that you returned. How was your trip?
Uneventful.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same.
I talked to my guildmaster and Summershade.
Mm-hmm.
I have some information, but not exactly what I went there for.
I guess later, when we catch up with everybody, we'll talk about it.
I'm just glad to see you in a better mood.
Better mood.
He's a little more fragile.
Yeah, you can
he
actually just
was
look at him. You
before.
can obviously see that he
Where'd
walks.
you get that scarf from?
Yeah, and he walks very stiffly, like almost like Batman that doesn't turn his head.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, your shop. I'll tell you about it all later.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Yeah, you can. You like to?
No,
do
it's
it.
alright. It's fine.
I don't remember if you guys talked about the head thing over the ring or not.
I can't remember.
recall.
No, not really.
It's fine. So.
Yeah, I think
It's different for you. Kind of like it.
Yeah, thanks. I like how
Yeah.
it flows.
As he,
As he
makes
just kind of
your
goes,
own-
Not,
he doesn't turn his head. He just kind of goes,
Yeah.
not quite like Norris's, but it's pretty good.
No.
and at this time, Dane, Scrun, you and Barthaniel can be walking up, and you can see these guys out in the middle of the street chatting it up. And Barthaniel kind of sees familiar faces and kind of goes, "Oh, you're not trying to set me with her, are you?"
No. Why? What's wrong with her? I think my brother's actually going to take her out.
Have you seen her?
Oh, you're referring to Belle. Trust me, I don't think that would be good for you.
And he's not being very quiet about it, so in the distance you can hear this conversation. And yeah, you guys walk up.
Ah, brother. And Bartholomew. I look at him.
I walk into the bar.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he just walk past.
Well, I don't want her to go by herself. So
I follow as well.
And we're kind of like walking side by side, me and Ao.
Yeah.
Well,
It's kinda like-
I'm gonna take a minute to top the horse.
Yeah.
Kind of pet it a little bit.
Oh yeah. There's a place outside this place to tie the horse up.
All right. It's okay, Amelia. It's okay.
Oh.
Aw.
Amelia Estevez.
Someone killed that horse's father.
Yeah, for real. I kind of look to Barthaniel. Listen, when I'm talking to my friends, just don't say anything, or I'll slap you.
He means that, Bartholomew. He will slap you.
And I'll walk up to Ao. Ao!
Scrine.
And I'll reach out for a good old handshake.
Oh, absolutely.
It's good to see you, friend. How was the journeys?
I have some information for you,
Good.
but let's wait till we're alone. We'll talk.
That works for me. This is what's your name again?
Barthaniel,
Look him over.
champion
guy
of
look-
Littlefort.
Okay.
As you see this, he's a very large man, like height and
What does this guy look like
Wait.
again? I forget.
yeah, he's a pretty big guy. He's very tall, very plump. His clothes look like they're a little too small for him, like his belly button kind of sticks out of his pants. He's got brown trousers on and boots, and he has a kind of a mustard colored shirt that buttons at the top, but it's open, revealing some funky chest hair.
Oh, nice.
Got about 3 chins on him, and kind of like this little. You think he may have tried to grow a beard out, but it's like so spread out over his bottom chin. It just looks like just random hair sticking out.
It's like a fake chin. He has all these other extra chins, but he has another one that he grew in. All right, I
just
understand.
for the beard. It's kind of, you can see he did try to shave a little bit. It's kind of like in like a chin strap kind of thing, but down below his neck, there's still all these little hairs. And, yeah, he got a little neck beard going on. Glasses, and his hair is tied back, much like mine. And
Kenny, is this your-
Ponytails?
and his facial features are really, they seem to be like swallowed up by the rest of his large head. Just like a tiny little
he has a
nose,
tiny
and
face.
little eyes and mouth. He just kind of like, just kind of always looks like it's uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm that's a long story too.
You look refreshed. Are you feeling a lot better?
Honestly, yeah, I think so.
You had a good night?
Well, it hasn't been bad. A little wild. We'll talk about that later too, I think. And so was everybody kind of headed towards?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
everybody,
I'm gonna go pick up my date.
everybody started heading to the bar. And as everyone starts heading by, you can hear like a familiar voice in the distance say,
Is Ruby there?
Ruby is not there. She is not with you guys.
Ruby is passed out in the room with the door locked. Not that that matters,
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
as she can just walk
Walk
outside.
out the window. So,
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. You don't actually. I mean, I guess just from the talk in the ring, you didn't know that Ruby had gone with him to begin with. But you've been able to put it together through the ring that she's there. because that was
Yeah,
probably one
Anna
of your
wouldn't know, right?
that's probably one of your primary concerns of coming back. Is they got Ruby with her? What? It's crying in the distance. You can hear. Oh, there goes that broke ass dwarf. Gonna get him something to drink.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
Trying to-
I've already showed you how much money I have,
Brother.
and I showed you many other things, and I just kind of.
She kind of goes, kind of laughs. Yeah, seems like I showed you a couple of things too.
Look at Barthania real quick. She's lying.
She looks at Barthaniel. Hey, is that your friend? He ain't shit. Look at me.
Actually, Samantha, come here.
Oh my God.
Stephanie.
Stephanie. Yeah, and she just kind of like when you say that name, she's like.
Wait.
And she's walking towards you quickly.
Right. Listen. This is my friend.
And as you say that, she just like slaps you. And then she's like, there's like 3 more times.
What are you doing?
My name's Stephanie, you broke ass dwarf. You can't never remember nothing.
Brother, what does she mean by broke?
That's how unmemorable it was. That's all I'm saying. Now listen. I don't need anything, actually. I have a friend here, right? A very charming, what did you say, the Prince of Littlefort.
Motherfucker, I live here. I know who this guy is. He's a fucking nerd. And he just kind of goes, oh. And he just kind of like looks sad.
Like, Marcelo, is that true?
No.
See? There you go. I don't believe it.
And she slaps you.
Give
Shut
this
the
man-
fuck up!
just-
Shut up!
You just give this man. Listen. Both of you come with me. We're going in the bar.
I ain't going with you. Shit. Pay me for my time. You trying to get this nerd laid? Shit. Shit.
Not, how much?
And Nathaniel kind of like you can like see him kind of getting nervous, and you see like some beads of sweat pop up on his 8 head he's got. And you can hear him. And he's like, "Oh shit, he's about to come already." God damn!
Oh my! Listen, Steph, answer the question, please. I have to show this man how real ladies would like to be treated and such, because this man has a very high-profile date tomorrow.
High profile. With
Absolutely. You wouldn't know her.
who? She slaps you again. Stop playing games. Who is it? Who are you trying to get this old nerd hooked up on a date with?
Shit. What's her name, Barthaniel?
Aurea Quills. And then Stephanie busts in. Goddamn, Mayor, are you serious? What the fuck? She slaps you again.
Listen, that cost me 1,500 gold, I think.
Now look, man, I know that bitch. She used to work in the same place that I do.
Oh, God. Really? So you're friends, then?
Yeah, until she started fucking her way to the top. And she just left all her hoes behind.
Does that
Yeah.
mean that somehow you fucked
She-
your way to the bottom?
She was a hoe.
How did you? Well, I'm just wondering why you're in where you are. Listen. So, then you know what she likes and such, right?
Aurea Quill, man, she like it any way she can get it. Now, she started here in this hoe house, and now she's the fucking mayor.
Well, look at Barthaniel. That's any way he can.
She just looks at him.
Do
And
it.
just looks back at you again. Slash!
What?
It's like, my God, you're so stupid, my hand's hurting.
My hair. You messed it up again.
Alright, look. So what, you trying to take him into the bar and teach him how to pick up girls or something? Nerd, give me your best pickup line. And he just kind of goes, and he's like, see his eyes kind of darting back and forth. And he kind of reaches back into his pack. He's got and pulls out a book and he flips to some pages. She's just kind of looking at you like, what the fuck? Get on my nuts, bitch. And he kind of like, it's just like, everything goes silent in the world. Like the crickets in the trees stop chirping and the wind stops howling. She just kind of looks at him. And then starts whooping his ass. Slaps the book out of his hand, just like she's on him, just like ah! She's like crawling up on his back, pulling his hair. Motherfucker, what'd you say to me?
Oh God! Listen, Stephanie, for 50 gold.
She's like kicking at you too. Fuck you!
No, listen. I didn't know he was gonna pull out the book. I didn't know that. Besides, I'm pretty sure that's the old edition.
All right. After a scene, she calms down a bit. You're able to talk to her, and she's just like, "Oh my god." Now, what do you say about some gold?
Ah, good. Finally, your language.
My language is shut the fuck up. Give me 100 gold, and I'll teach him.
I whip out 100 gold.
All right.
And listen, don't come back to me complaining either. It's not my fault. Whatever he does, you teach him what he's supposed to know.
Well, don't bring him back to me complaining if I break this boy. All right.
Please do.
And Barthanio's like,
It would do
he's
him
like, he's
good.
like freaking out right now. Like,
He's hyperventilating, I think.
and she kind of like she grabs him by the arm. She's like, "It's okay, sugar, calm down." And he's like, she's like kind of whispering stuff to him. You can't really understand what she's saying, but he kind of stops, like slows down his breathing, and you kind of his tight pants get a little tighter.
Okay.
Already.
I'm gonna walk up to him before, and I'm gonna kind of whisper this. Barthaniel, look, I don't know that Leopold man very much. If he can't get that date, I'm at least going out of my way to do you a favor here. And what do you say? I pay you for that book, and you give me the remainder. I want my 500 gold back. How about that?
And he's kind of paying. He's like kind of doesn't seem to really hear you. He's just kind of staring at Stephanie right now.
All right, good deal.
And
And,
he kind of just like grab his pinky finger and he
Yeah.
kind of like pulls it back, like she leads him off.
Good. I'm just going to the bar and I'm gonna just order a drink.
All right. Well, you go back into the bar, and so we'll go to Haimo here, who's been in the bar the whole time. You just had a conversation with Thorvald down
In the secret room.
in the underground area of this place, and he told you about your family and what they did. And you guys just went back upstairs to have a drink because he just laid some information on you. And you're sitting at you go back up and you go past where Mandrake is still sitting, and his head's still bleeding where he's got these claw marks across his skull. And you can see actually the skull under there. And it looks like he's pretty hurt. And as you're fixing to leave, there's a knock at the closed door, and Thorvald walks up and opens the door, and there's a woman. She's in a black cloak, and the symbol of Mercule is on her cloak. And she steps in, and she's like, "Oh, get out of the way. I'll heal him." And she seems to be a healer, a cleric. And he's kind of pulls you along, and you guys leave the room. And he closes the door as he's still in there, whimpering and crying, saying that a monster attacked him and took his hair in the alley behind the church. But Thorvald goes, he goes back around behind the counter, and I guess you take a seat at the bar.
Yeah.
And he pours you a drink, and then the rest of you begin walking in. Where are you heading?
Go pick up the old girl. Go pick up Amber.
Go pick her up.
Yeah, I
What
think
time?
so, yeah.
What time she get off work?
Now? I'm heading over there anyway.
All right. Well, the rest of you, or you guys can come into the bar and see Haimo sitting at the bar.
Yeah, I went in and sat next to him.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Sitting up at the bar. The place it's not overly packed. There's actually most of the people are sitting around tables, and there's a couple of wenches going around serving drinks and food. You can sit beside Haimo for sure.
Yeah.
And
Is there anyone playing music?
there are actually there's two bards in here. There is a bard that's singing and one that's playing a flute. And they seem to be singing about the greatness of the little fort, which is mostly about farming and agriculture and fishing.
I'll go sit by the bars and pull out my flute
Mhm.
and start playing with them.
Yeah. Okay. 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 You start playing, and then you can see the guy playing the flute, kind of like.
I just nudge. I was like, "We got this."
Well, they're like kind of off. Like there's the bar here where you guys are sitting, where everyone else like the area, and they're kind of over on the wall, kind of playing across the room. But you start playing your flute. They'll kind of like look at you. They'll continue, but they'll be like, "What the fuck?"
I just keep playing along with them.
You try to I guess maybe you know this song. It's
trying to
fine.
match tune with
Yeah,
them.
yeah. You do your best, and if you want to make a performance check, you can.
See how well you do it.
Performance there, Jim.
Ooh.
Oh.
Not very well.
He came in.
It'll end up being like a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Well, that's it's not a complicated song, and you're able to you're not adding to the piece. We'll say
It's
that.
like, I'm just nudging.
You're just,
It's like, we still got this.
you're just
I'm still
accompanying
going.
along, yeah. So you went up to where they are, and you're playing
Okay.
with them.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, anyway, they continue along. They after you keep up with them, they're like, okay, and they just continue playing the song. So everyone can now. You're all in the bar except for Oseron.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you guys want to do while you're here? Anything you want
Okay.
to discuss?
I'm gonna sit next to Belle,
Mhm.
then look over at Haimo. Haimo's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm sitting next to him too.
Almost
So.
there, and Thorvald is, Thorvald, the guy that the last time you saw
Yeah,
him
I
was
saw
robbing
him.
somebody.
Yeah.
He's pouring him a drink.
Kind of eye him for a second, but I look at Haimo and ask him, "Are you okay? I thought you go unconscious."
Bad. Oh, we ran into it was a Yeti.
A
A
wood
Yeti, a wood Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this wood Yeti can set us up on fire.
Kind of counterproductive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right? That's what I said.
yeah, it was a little bit, and I was the only one that was close to him.
It's a good thing you got
And then
stopped.
I woke up a little later. So, yeah. I think we burned our whole forest down.
I don't feel like it was us who
Did I
burnt the
s-
forest down, but there was a fire, and I'm sure it's fine now. It
Did I
was.
see anything on the way there?
Oh, on your way there, yeah, definitely. There's a yeah, there's a the fire is still going.
Still blazing.
Like as you're going down the path, you remember just kind of flames. They're kind of in the distance, and just this.
A lot of smoke, I guess.
There's a lot of smoke on the road. It kind of looked foggy, but with your dark vision, you could see that the woods were charred in this area. And it's like when it first started, it was just kind of like this little area, but it's spread. Like, probably just like almost a quarter of a mile is just kind of burnt on the side of the roads.
Did I see anyone out there trying to put it out?
Oh yeah. There's
Okay.
a lot of soldiers, the Crimson Empire soldiers out there, and you can see they were also in like clerics and other casters going around trying to douse the fires.
So, did you find out anything about your family?
Yeah, I actually did find out a little bit. You know how usually elves are the head of the Thieves Guild at certain points?
Usually.
See the bartender?
I look at Thorvald.
He's kind of on Hummel right now, like, what the fuck?
Trust me, he's okay. I wouldn't tell nobody this shit.
And he kind of looks around the rest of the bar.
Okay.
Look around and see if Oseron's around. No. Okay. Good. All right.
But anyway, what was that name? Completely.
That's your family.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You let me know about my family. They did send somebody from Pearl Reach to take care of my family, and my family was hidden out in the woods
To protect them.
to protect them, but nobody has contacted them in a while. They've lost contact with them over the years, so I got to make a trip out there to see what's going on. Everybody they sent out there hasn't come back though.
I speak in a hushed tone and lean forward, just
Yeah,
speaking
they're
to
kind of
them.
talking over you to each other.
Yeah. It's to do with the pillars. It's what I learned when you guys were away. The forest is not right because the pillars are broken.
How do we fix them?
We need to go to a lake. I'll explain it more when everyone else is here because it seems really complicated, and honestly, I don't even know how we're going to make our way through the forest in the first place because no one that we know of has been able to do so and come back out to tell the tale. So, but that's the next pillar. It's close. It's right over, we're in the nearest town. So,
Jaime, I guess we're on the same path.
I guess so.
So, Oseron, you get to the general goods store.
Yep.
Lights are off.
I knock.
The old man is actually still sitting in the front porch in the rocking chair. He's kind of like dozed off to the side.
Is it an OP?
Yeah.
OP. Sir.
Like he can see, like kind of look. He's like looking up.
Right over here, sir.
Whoa, we're closed. Come back tomorrow.
Wait. I'm looking for someone. Amber, is she here?
Oh, no, she was here. You are her date?
Yes, sir, I am.
That's good. She needs. She went to the tavern.
Oh, she did? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I appreciate it, old Pete. Just gonna go back to sleep out here.
It's a nice night.
As I stiffly turn. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I appreciate it. How long ago did she leave?
Oh, not but 10 minutes ago.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir, and you have a good night.
You too.
What's so funny?
What?
You know what? Thank you, sir. I'm on my way. Thank you, though.
Come back to Old Pete's anytime that we're open.
Oh my gosh, little Ford. I don't understand this town. And I take off back to the tavern.
All right. Yeah. And you're heading back to the tavern, and you guys, you still playing along with the.
I'm waiting till they finish their song.
Oh yeah, they finished the song, and
Gentlemen, I have a song, but I need you guys to help me. Just play just a little 3/4 beat, just kind of a slow song.
Oh my god.
they
Just
kind of look at each other and shrug. Okay.
I toss them like a coin each.
They can catch them, put it in their pockets.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the man that will never fold. I am living in a story that will be forever told. I am fighting through the dark, pushing through the cold. My time is now, and my name is Prince Leopold.
Dun dun dun.
And I'll just continue on with that.
Yeah. Give me that performance check real quick.
Yeah.
Well, you get an advantage though because they're helping you.
Okay. First one's in 16. And second one's a 20.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, there's a good song of Prince Leopold singing about himself going on right now.
Right. And as he sings it, he's just smiling and just kind of his cloak just continues just below behind him. He puts his arms on his sides and he just keeps singing.
And the other bard, the one that was singing, he is going to sit down by this lady that's sitting there alone. She has very large assets. He seems to be talking her up. You guys, the rest of the bar would it's like Amber. feel like Amber's sitting up there by herself, and this other guy's just kind of chatting her up right now.
I walk over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I walk over with the cloak on and everything.
Mhm.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. How can I help you, sir?
The
song, perhaps.
Actually, if you want to perform, I'll give you a go to leave her alone. That's my buddy's date. He's on his way.
The date. The mystery of the missing dwarf. Where could he be on this fair night? He just kind of sits there and she's like, kind of looking at him like she's kind of starry-eyed looking at him right now.
But I do have a go poem with your name on the fourth song.
Will you wait for me, my love? Yes.
I was around you messing it up. Where are you at?
Hang on, I'm on my way right now. She wasn't at the store when it closed. I guess she's at the bar. That's what I was told. The tavern. And I'm on my way.
Yeah, it's a quick walk. You're at the front door right now.
Oh, I'm at the front door. And I'm here.
And so to look at the door. I flip him a go.
He catches it. Kind of clears his throat.
Then I turn around and walk off.
And he, as you're still singing your song, he kind of. And his song's not quite as good as yours. Maybe the clashing tones between the two.
Could be.
And he sings a song about love on a moonlit night.
And fluffy pillows.
On the water. And sea creatures. And
Oh, it's beautiful.
Why?
The sea. It's the sea.
Sounds fast and everything.
It's the sea.
The sea.
and kiss the girl. Whoa, whoa.
So in passing Osmaron as he's walking to the table, I kind of stop. I'm like, if you don't start showing up early, you're never gonna get ahead.
And then I just turn and look at him. I'm on my clothes and my time gotta coordinate, and then I keep walking past him.
And you can this other bard is still singing a song. If your song is still going by now, right?
Let's go ahead and end it right now.
You can hear this other another vibrato voice over the clink of ale and such in the room, and he's kind of on one knee and he's holding Amber's hand as he's singing to her.
I sit down at the bar and just turn around.
Kind sir, excuse you.
And he continues the song, and he still holds the same melody. And he's like, "What do you want, dwarf?"
I don't mean no harm, but this is my date.
The mystery of the missing dwarf has been solved, it seems.
I look left and right. Where's he at?
Here before us.
I wasn't missing.
If only you were a head taller, maybe we would have noticed you sooner.
Keep talking like that, you might be a foot shorter.
He kind of turns his head and goes, "Ha ha ha ha!"
Yeah.
It was a good rhyme.
Yeah, and now it's a good time for you to leave.
And the other bard kind of walks up to him.
Alley bard.
And
Battle of the Bards.
he's like, kind of like they look very similar. Like they're not twins or anything, but you can tell they're brothers.
Okay.
Like, brother Barth. What should we do about this paladin? And his other brother looks to him. Well, I don't reckon I like him much. They just kind of look at you.
I look left and right. You talking to me?
They kind of like laugh at each other. Like a joke that you just don't get. But they seem to just think it's hilarious. We'll let the lady decide. Milady. Who would you like to spend your, if I may be so bold, unite with the two brothers famous for their love and songs and soft touch, or this
Times two.
dwarf with wet hair and nappy beard.
Whoa.
And she's just
Amber,
kinda like,
First of all, this is an exquisite beard. He has no beard, so it makes me more of a man than he ever will be.
Mm.
2, I look way better than him.
Oh yeah.
And girl, you see this dwarfish strength, and I go like this right here, flex.
I'm at the bar and I'm just like, oh,
Oh,
no idea why I want to do that right now.
So, they're trying to perform her, and they're trying to persuade her. Are you trying to persuade her with your strength?
Yeah.
All right, make a roll, and then like, are you proficient in your persuasion?
Pretty decent.
Pretty decent. All right, try
Do
to
it.
persuade her.
Do it.
15 and yeah.
So your reason for her to spend time with you is your dwarven strength, your hot dwarven vibe.
He is the
Pretty much.
manliest man.
Yeah. And what'd you get?
15.
15. She seems to kind of be looking at you a little bit, like, like she kind of likes that. And they're like, and he kind of rolls up he's got long frilly sleeves, and he kind of starts to roll them up and goes, and you can see this little muscle pop up. And it is not impressive. Actually, this looks like he just has like a bone. His arms.
Ah, look at that, Amber. You see that? He has girly arms. Nothing like this, and I flipped.
Of course, a brute wants a contest of strength, but what about one of character and class? A song.
Okay.
The lady has already heard our song for the night. We leave the stage to the dwarf, and he kind of bows and backs away. And
What, right now?
they put you on the spot, and
I start playing a little tune.
yeah. You hear like a flute tune kind of start in the background. So what you got?
What I got? You want me to like sing a poem or something?
It's up to you.
Yeah, man. What's in
The
your
more
heart?
effort you put into it, the better it is.
All right. I turn to her and I look at her and I grab her by her hand.
Mhm.
I can't really sing, but I can tell you a whole lot of nice things there, Amber, about yourself. And I take a knee
Oh yeah.
and I hold her by the hand.
And she's like, oh. And you can like, she does this, but she kind of has like do this, like to the side. As you get down on one knee, and you can't really see her. You can just kind of see the top of the heads from the.
Oh, the moon. Oh, Amber, your face is as beautiful as the rising sun.
A minor illusion, a rising sun behind me.
Yeah, I hold up.
Here come the bards.
Yeah. I've prestidigitation to make it kind of have like a beautiful glow around, around
Okay.
Azeron's.
You can be as thin as a cornflake or as thick as a milkshake. You are still the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. What mountain peaks? As I look, they're the biggest I have ever seen. I will leap over any bound to see your beautiful face every once in a while. That's so cute.
I look over at Ale. I whisper, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be really good.
Never have I seen such an immaculate woman as you before. So you know what I'm trying to say, girl. You need to get with this dwarven strength later on. And forget these 2 bards, because they look like 2 retards.
I'm an insult.
Give me a performance, but roll 3 times.
Roll 3 times for performance.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you get?
The first one is 20.
Is a total of 20?
Yeah. Second one is 23. And the third one is 16.
All right, so 23.
Because this is serious.
We're giving you that. You usually can't get that many rolls. We're giving you double advantage because you put so much effort into it. And the other bard, the 2 bards, Bart and Barth, are kind of like, you see kind of like dabbing their eyes, like, oh, it's so beautiful. They just kind of hug each other. And Amber, she's like, oh, That was the sweetest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Well, somebody as sweet as you. I mean, you can resist. What was it? I look left and right. I'm like,
The squeaky chair.
must be. Yeah, squeaky chair. I mean, it looks old anyway.
I choose you.
Oh, I'm a Pokemon now. I am. Oh, all
And
right.
in the distance, you hear a howl. Oh my God!
Don't worry. Well, actually, I'm a little worried.
This is howl in the night. what was you saying, Amo?
I'm just looking the whole time and I was running and never like.
Yeah.
I want to turn over and look at Jaimo and give him a wink.
Yeah.
Would you like to dance, Amber? Somebody like you should be so graceful. You like an angel.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, she
Come cut
she
the
stands up, and as she stands up, you hear.
I look again. Like
Chair,
it's my God. This chair is very squeaky. Whatever. Let's
And,
swim hands.
the other two bars that are there begin to play a nice slow song as you guys stand up and embrace. And she's taller than you, and so your face is just like
Right there.
Right
Oh yeah,
there.
I got the biggest.
Do you just go in? For
Yeah,
it?
just. This is what I want to be. Just.
Do you? I mean, you just like
Slight-
you just
yeah,
get your
like-
face in there.
Yeah, just.
you just like hug her and be like, "Rrr," you just kind of sink into him.
Yeah, I want to imagine like when I pull my face back out, my face is imprinted, but you know.
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, you're in there. You're dancing. You guys are dancing. You guys
Yeah,
see he's like slow dancing with Amber, and she's just kind of as you guys kind of rock back and forth.
My dragon's
You hear kind of a like your face is like
It's muffled.
it muffled, but you can like hear like her tummy is kind of rumbling. Kinda-
She must be hungry.
Are you? As I'm sitting there, are you hungry, my love?
as you say, you're still muffled. "Brr, you're hungry, my love, and you can hear her saying quite loud and echoey. Oh, yeah, I could eat.
What would you like to have while we're here? Do you know anything that's good?
Whatever you're having is fine with me.
Oh, all right, Garrett. Let's see. I go sit it down and
Oh yeah, you as you step away
yeah,
from your head being compressed between her breasts. You
smells like honeysuckle.
you pull back. you pull back and yeah, you pull back and you can feel your body go backwards, but you're still muffled. And
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
as everyone in the bar just kind of stops and looks.
I stopped playing the flute. And like,
Oh boy!
It's like someone just had a record
record
player
skip.
went as this headless dwarf kind of turns around and like stops.
No!
I pop
Oh!
up immediately. 'Cause I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Osron,
no, it's fine.
Is it?
Is it?
I'm literally like
his head came off.
on the ground laughing.
Oh boy! Oh no!
I start walking over.
So I mean, everybody's like, and she's looking, and she's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" She kind of turns and runs off to the corner.
With my head?
I see his body just standing there,
Yeah,
right?
his body's like, you can hear him still going. As Amber runs away, his body just kind of flailing there for a minute.
I run up to the body and try to look it over and see what do I see at the head? What is there?
It's like a cross section. You can see straight down his neck hole.
Oh god!
Yeah, it's like you're looking at like an anatomy photo of just like his head's just gone. There's no blood gushing or anything. You can still actually see like it pumping through like the main veins and arteries, and you can see like his body's kind of moving and like as he's yelling, his esophagus is moving.
Osron, what's going on?
I can't hear him, so.
Well,
Yeah,
you
his
hear
head's
there's a lot of noise. You hear just like how it sounds when you, like, you got your head up to somebody or you close your ears.
Oh yeah.
Like just a bunch of.
I guess as I hear this and then I take my body and I go.
And
That's the direction she went, right?
Yeah.
Or was it somewhere else?
She just ran back to the corner of the room, and after it got quiet, everyone can hear just the loud, and everyone's kind of freaking out and getting up, and there's a lot of panic in the room right now. And then the one loud voice laughing on the floor as Thorbolt's just like.
Can I say other? I guess I can.
You can still use the ring.
Ayo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, I'll explain it later. I lost my head. Nicholas hurts me. Okay,
That happens often, but why
Yeah,
are you
whatever.
standing here?
Yeah, okay. He went a little bit too far. We get it. We got it. Can you direct my body back to my head while
Start
you're?
aiming him toward that way.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
okay, yeah, sure.
Oh, God.
Are we taking account the tables or anything that are
No.
in here? Okay. All right, so you can point me in the direction, like give him a pat on the back or something.
All right, go for it.
What? Jerron straight?
Yeah, right for it.
You sure?
Now a headless buddy is running straight towards a very scared lady.
Yep.
Yep, man. I already know how this is going. All right, I stick my hands out like this.
Yeah.
And I run.
You fill a chair, you kick a wooden stool over or a wooden chair out of the way,
Oh,
and there's a
Lord.
clatter of wood at this table or the table. The chair hits the floor, and you see this dwarven body just kind of running in one direction, and everyone now is freaking the fuck out and just oh god!
All right.
People are just
Belle,
dashing for the door.
Belle climbs up and stands on the bar with her mug of, what was it, Dragon's Bite or Dragon's Blood?
Dragon's
Belle
Ale.
can't remember.
It's Dragon's Ale.
Dragon's Ale? All right.
You got that Dragon's Bite, you get messed up.
Yeah.
That's a drug.
You saw what happened.
My bad. All right, everybody calm down. Calm down. Persuasion. Everybody.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Ooh, rolled an
be
8,
a-
but it's +9, so.
Still a disadvantage though because of all this the craziness happening. But go for it.
Great. Oh, and then I rolled nat 20, so 17.
17. Okay, well, I mean, you yell that out, and they hear you, but still, there's still like a lot of panic. They're just kind of looking around, really confused, and people are like getting out. Like there's still people leaving, but it's not like just they're galloping over each other like they were going to.
There's been a lot of silliness this evening. A lot of silliness. My friend here it's a funny trick. Ah, so
Yeah, it's
funny.
magic.
A funny magic trick. But we're just gonna put his head back on his body. You can continue your date. Everyone have some
And everyone
ale.
just kind of like stops, and they're just kind of hear like murmurs, like
Over the ring, I'm like, seriously, what's going on?
He's fine.
He's
I
fine.
am not fine.
He got into a scuffle with old Nick, and Nick did what Nick does.
you start hearing like some people start clapping around. the
Yay!
room, and then several kind of like doing it, and they're clapping for you, and Amber's like against the wall, like because she's like you can see her like kind of digging, like and she begins to like kind of pull the head out.
If you don't mind, can you just put my hand back on my butterfly?
she kind of pops her head out, and you can feel like her hands kind of like quivering as she like kind of pulls your head out and puts you over and kind of puts you above, and she's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, magic trick.
Ta-da!
You really scared me."
Yeah, I'm sorry. Most people get kicked out.
She gives you a big and deep slobbery kiss,
Oh, okay.
and you can kind of hear in the background. It's like, oh, that was. Wow.
Oh, these floors, I know.
I've never had such an exciting date as this before. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh. And she kind of like holds your like head out, and she's trying to like get it back to your body. Does it hurt? Are you okay?
I am totally fine. Nothing can hurt, and I flex with my body. Nothing hurts dwarven strength.
And
Puts my
the
head
bars that are there kind of like come back in, and they kind of just start playing like an upbeat song, and people start taking their seats again.
Bill's sitting on the bar, drinking a drink.
All right, put my head back on and try to tie back down.
Yeah.
Tie
And
it down.
she kind of helps you tie it. It's like this. Is this a trick or does this really keep it on?
It's part of the magic trick. This is an illusion. You got to make it look like the head and the body separated. And,
Oh, okay.
I
She
finally
seems to
give
believe
up.
you. All right.
Oh my God.
Good times. What do you guys want to do now? There's Thorball doesn't really have. He doesn't seem to offer much more information. He just kind of keeps giving you drinks if you want them, and you guys can continue your date if you want to, and she'll tell you about the good life of working in Old Man Pete's.
Yeah, I'm finna go ahead and start I guess I was ordering food. What happens now? Like,
Yeah, you can get her some food and such, and continue along with it.
yeah, I'll go ahead and get her some food.
And yeah, you guys are just kind of left to do whatever you want. Leopold, you still are around these guys. The current crisis seems to be averted, but you guys still don't know if you found if this person's dead or not, and if I don't know, depending on how your character sees it, whether or not he should inform somebody that this monster is going around killing him. This is whatever he thinks, but that is still not tied up for you.
I don't know anything about that. So.
Nope.
Well,
So
I actually go over to Rain talking to Bell and just Bell. Hey, Bell.
Why?
Oh boy.
oh man.
You enjoying the drinks?
Yeah.
The drinks are pretty good.
It's so good.
White girl wasted.
She's got half of one.
But yeah, you remember the wig that Ruby had on Henry?
Yeah. I think it's fine. We couldn't find anything, so I'm just gonna assume she ate him.
No, she didn't eat him.
What?
No. I saw him. She kind of just
I can't see what you're doing.
she like took her hand and like kind of just I guess it was the claw and like scraped all that off.
Oh, okay.
I kind of saw the damage that she did. I could see his skull,
That's
but they
gross.
had somebody to come heal him.
Oh, good.
They just need to. I'm not sure what you did with the wig, but they don't need to find that.
Did she feed on him?
We don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, we need to get rid of that wig.
Okay. So everything's okay? He's fine?
Yeah.
That's awesome!
All right. Well,
Make my way back over to them.
Yeah. You guys haven't told him anything about the fight or anything, have you? Okay.
Nope.
So, what'd you guys do today? I was told there was a lot of commotion.
There was a lot. It's been a long night.
Yep. Now you guys are like having talking to each other. The place is kind of people have cleared out. And it's getting a little late, and there's several other people leaving. There's probably other than you two, Amber and the bards are still there, and there's probably like 5 other people. It's gotten a lot quieter in here, and the lady you saw with the robes and mercule, she has stepped out and she's walking out of the bar currently, walking across the floor. She's coming out of the back room.
I'm making my way downtown,
And,
walking fast.
as she does, Thorvald
You like
comes
his
out.
inspiration.
Thorvald comes out, and you can see Thorvald kind of hands her a few gold coins as she's going out, and she thanks him, and she's leaving. But that is all that's really going on right now.
So, Thorbot, how long have you been here?
Here? Here? Or the town?
You know what I mean.
Well, here. Oh, yeah. I guess it's been about 5 years now.
Who was before you?
Arcus, old elf. Good elf. Get his voice back. He's got the Rowlett voice now.
Well,
you got the juice
He
now.
inherited it.
why did he leave?
Well, that's more of Hamu's business to tell you more than mine. But just as he made some decisions that kind of go against the old way of thinking and decided it was best that he stepped down.
Do you know where he is now?
Yeah. He's on the east side of town, closer to the forest.
He still lives here.
Yeah, last I seen him, he's still alive and kicking. It's been about a week since I've seen him, I guess, but he likes to keep to himself.
So why do you do the trading yourself? I've seen you before.
Well, it gets a little dwarf in the position I'm in. Gotta kind of just take a break, get out of town for a little bit every now and then, bring back some goodies.
I guess it's a good way to earn coin, right?
Everybody loves coin.
Just kind of sit back and think for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead. But anybody else have anything you guys want to talk about? It's up to you guys what you want to do now. You guys can sit here and.
I'll just kind of catch Ado up on the night after.
But before that, I'm gonna go over the ring to Oseron. Have you seen my coin?
Oh, that coin. Yeah, hell. Speak with Jaimo. He's the last one I gave it to. He has it.
To Jaimo. Oseron tells me you have the golden coin now.
I did. It's in the shared bag.
Yeah, last time you had it, you put it back in the
I
bag.
used it for a second. I had to talk to Thorvald, so I had to use the coin to get in the hideout and for information.
There was a hideout
In the fort.
underneath the fort.
Yeah, it was like a door. I got a little hideout sitting up there.
To you,
Kinda-
your memory is just kind of like probably like the cellar of the fort, really.
Yeah.
It's not a very big room.
Yeah, it's kind of awful to be out there, but I don't know.
Kind of a dangerous place to be.
A little bit.
Are they doing well there?
They
Did they recognize you?
did. It seems like they're doing okay. Thorvald seems to be at least decent.
He's handling his position well.
A lot of them don't like how he got there. So he supposedly got there, but it seems like he's handling it pretty well.
Okay, just open the bag and take the coin.
I'll finish my last song with the bards, and I'll thank them for letting me play them. It's like, you guys are amazing. I'm just smiling because I got to sing about myself.
No, you're amazing.
No, you guys are just fantastic. Y'all keep up the great work.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll head to this group.
Okay.
Now, smell the coin. Did you drop this in shit?
It smells like an old dirty boot.
Just for the record, that came out of the Oseron's boot.
Oh, God.
Just y'all
Thorvald, may I have some water? I'll clean this off.
Yeah. He kind of like looks around and picks up like a bucket off the floor that has water in it.
Yeah, okay, I'll start cleaning.
All right.
Yeah.
It looks like the bucket that he like used to mop up like
Yeah.
puke and such.
Yeah. Wonderful.
It'll be cleaner than his
Yeah.
boot.
All right, yeah, I don't clean it with that.
Okay. Yeah, you put it back down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you have the coin out and you're like, say that you want to like clean the coin, then yeah, he'll get you something better than that. Yeah, nothing interesting is happening.
Okay.
And have a look at Scrooge. Where's your friend?
Oh, that guy. He's learning about life.
Speaking of which, will he be ready tomorrow for his big date?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. What have you taught him?
He's still learning.
Is he here? Yeah, look
But what
around.
have you taught him?
then money goes a long way, really.
Yes, that's
And it helps on dates.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you always need money, right? You know.
Yeah. I think he'll be very excited. Let's put it this way: the ball is in your court.
Okay. That's great. I just figured we should do halfway here. You know, get him to where he needs to be, and I can try my best with the mayor.
Oh yeah. Well, if you need any ale to help out the situation, I'm sure Thorwald has plenty. You
No,
might
thank
need
you.
a lot.
No, thank you. I don't drink, but you know, this is.
Oh, I meant for her.
Oh.
To everyone else that's not in that conversation.
Yeah.
So you fought a Yeti. What else happened?
Oh, excuse me.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah. I'm still blind, by the way.
Yeah, halfway down.
Halfway there, halfway.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so we get you guys rolling along here.
Yeah.
After how long you guys want to spend the tavern tonight?
I'm gonna stay until someone makes me leave.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, one of them. One of them. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking Amber home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you taking her to?
I'm gonna step outside,
To
check
her
on the boy.
house,
Okay.
where she lives.
You gonna take her to her house?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, you can do that. Yeah, your horse is still there. It's still fun.
Emilio.
Emilio. Before everyone leaves the tavern, the door is going to swing open pretty quickly, and in walks Barthaniel with his arm around Stephanie,
Oh,
and they seem to be kind of giggling to each other,
Ooh.
and just kind of like
Oh man.
the smell of just sex stank flows in with them.
Oh.
And they just kind of like stroll up to the bar, and they kind of sit down, and Thorwald's kind of looking at them confused, and they order drinks, and he gives them some drinks, and they just seem to be kind of just focused on each other.
I'll go to Thorwald and look. Whatever they order is on me.
They're just gonna.
Scron,
Okay.
good sir, Scron. You must have had some magical lessons. Look at the woman he is with right now.
Oh, yeah.
And then, as you say that the drink's on you, like Stephanie kind of turns around, and looks at you, and be like, "Broke ass dwarf, I don't need your money anymore. I got my man here. He can take care of me just fine." And she kind of like squeezes up on him.
He
I
owns
like
the
it,
bookstore
Thorwald.
and everything.
We'll cancel all that shit. They're paying for it.
And
I'm just gonna chill outside.
yeah, Barthaniel actually kind of like he'll come up to you, like he'll kind of look over you and just pass her and be like, "Dwarf man, I just want to thank you for introducing me to Stephanie. She's a beautiful woman, and I'm in love." And he kind of reaches in his pocket, and, like gives you your gold back.
Oh, well, my good man. Listen, it's on me. I will take my gold though.
And she's rubbed him. She's like, "Mm-hmm, he got that big dick, you know."
Oh God!
And he
Oh,
kind of goes.
Oh my god.
Listen, Barthaniel, I am actually very happy for you. Kind of. But well, good. I'm glad you're madly in love, and you're probably way too good in stuff for the mayor lady anyway. I heard she's a hoe.
And then Stephanie's like, "She is a hoe. This is my man. That bitch better step back. You still got feelings for her?" And Barthaniel's like, No. That's right. Better not."
I'll pat him on the shoulder.
Ah, good. You two have fun.
And like you pat him on the shoulder, and like your hands like kind of get swept.
Moist.
He's very moist.
Oh,
he's been working.
I'll just.
You think he's lost a couple of pounds too?
Only make it bigger.
I'm gonna step outside.
Yeah. Okay.
I look for a.
Yeah. You can find the air outside.
I'm next to Emilio.
Yeah,
Okay.
got there by his horse.
I'll walk out. Well, glad you're back, man. It's been a while.
I'm just glad to see everybody not yelling at each other.
Yeah, we look, I slept on it, and I apologize to Belle. I said some things when I was very angry, and that's not how you should treat your family. And if I made you feel any type of way, I apologize for that too. But let me explain what happened after we left the house. Me and my brother, we went and I went and spoke to Nicholas.
His head came off. How's he still standing?
Oh boy.
Well, he pissed Nicholas off pretty bad.
I can see that.
Yeah. But I have a special task. Long story short, because in those visions, if you recall, Nicholas started the Thieves Guild. I asked him for a favor. I kind of wanted him to rewire all of the contract assassination things. I'm trying to stop the thing with Zarini and Hymo and maybe save both of them, but Nicholas, he told me basically that if I could gather all the leaders for a meeting, then maybe he would try.
Well, I did meet with my mentor, Lady Morrigan. She informed me that's not exactly how they work anymore. That there is a group of people that kind of look over the assassinations and the contracts to keep them in line. They use fear. It's not the Thieves Guild. There's another group.
Really?
They're not necessarily crows, but there's something else. We don't have a name for them.
Do you have any leads?
I'm afraid not. I always called them the old ones. They uphold the ancient traditions of Thieves Guild assassination, but there's no real way to contact them. They contact you. They contact the ones with the gold coins. Thorvald or myself now. So we wait.
Maybe I should speak with Thorbolt as well then. Or maybe you should.
I can.
If he gives you any sass, tell him I'll come beat his ass.
I can handle it.
Okay.
The Raven Mistress trusts me.
As do I. Friend.
Friend. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, me.
He's glad you're black.
Wait, Lord.
Okay.
So,
That was the best.
on that note, let's all take a break real quick so everybody can have some time to think about where they want to go from here. We can jump right back into it because there's some pretty exciting stuff planned We'll get to it.
And Ao doesn't know anything about it, so.
Yeah. So don't go. We'll be right back for Charisma Plus.
All right.
Welcome back to Cruiser Plus. Thank you guys for not leaving. And for those of you who did leave, screw them, but don't tell them I said that.
Absolutely.
So we left off. Ayo's back. You guys had a good time at the bar, at the tavern. Osron's head came off between some bosoms, and now he's going to take that girl home.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Magic trick.
You know.
That's the best way to
Straight
lose your
magician.
Well, you're going to have a... let me talk about that first. So... You're going to come to the realization over the night that she has a gas problem.
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle that? I'm not going to go into details of your night, but just does he stick around or does he get out of there?
He's gonna start asking questions,
Uh-huh.
and then probably ask her what's wrong with her,
Uh-huh.
and then we'll go from there.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, if you stick around, then over the night, you're going to have some interesting experiences, some headless experiences, and see some angles you never even seen before, but there's just this in the background. Can you deal with that?
Can Aceron deal with that?
I don't think so. Not without saying something rude and improper to her.
Like, she doesn't seem to like. She actually will have like tell you that she just can't do anything about it.
It's like beans.
Yeah, she's like she tries to,
Favorite food.
you know, maybe she's lactose intolerant. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
They don't know what that means
Yeah.
here, but yeah, she's like she's open about it, and she's aware. She's not trying to hide it.
No, she's self-aware about it. Oh, nice.
I just want to know if he like what does he do? Like you have the option of stay all night with her, have some stories to tell. You could go hit it and quit it. You could just leave. What do you want to do?
He's gonna take her home, and he's gonna probably like ask her about it, and you know, gonna end it like a general dwarf man, and probably tell her that he has another love somewhere else, and therefore.
How is that gentlemanly? If I went on a date with someone and they're like,
I love someone else.
"Sus, I just been hitting you up and getting in your titties all night, but I actually love someone else. I'm gonna leave now."
That's on brand. It's on brand.
No, he has a way to explain it.
Yeah.
He's like, my friend told me to take you on a date, and it was just a nice thing to do.
Oh,
It's
wow.
such a lovely
Oh, it was a
like,
pity date.
Wow.
And she like she kind of when you say that she looks real sad, and she's like, "Is it the gas thing? Because if it is, I can we can fix it."
No, Vanessa, this is I'm here.
Ooh.
And she looks hurt. And the last thing you see is like her hand slapping your face, and then your head's gone. She slaps your head to clean off your body, and goes into her house and slams the door.
Them damn can fingers can't get a woman's name right.
That's on brand. I mean, I can see that happening.
Oh my god.
Question:
She-
Is your buddy still in the house?
Oh, that's probably on the front porch.
That's front porch. Yeah.
And
She just
slams
carried
the
that
door,
out.
and your body's standing there headless as your head just kind of like is laying in the cool dewy grass, looking up at the stars,
And I
dreaming of Vanessa.
I fold my arms like this and just tapping my foot. And walk over and put my head back on,
Yeah.
and then walk back to the door. So I guess this is good night.
You just hear yes.
I meant to tell you. Oh man, I almost called Vanessa again.
Oh my god!
I was just. I'm sorry. My friend Jaimo just said take you on a date. You're a lovely woman. But you could probably find someone a whole lot better than me.
And she can hear you off the door. I had two people that were better tonight, but you tried to. She like swings the door open, like storms off, heading back in the direction of the burnt down bar.
Get him, girl.
It's like you think you're you're hot shit. I could replace you in a minute, which I'm about to do. She's.
Go right ahead. Once you have the best, nobody else matters. So it doesn't matter to me. But
And she's like in the distance, like, "Are you still talking to yourself?" And kind of goes around the corners. You hear.
and as she says that, I start heading back to the tavern. Whatever, flutter ass. Then I leave.
You're going to the same place?
No, not the tavern, but the inn. I'm going to the inn.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to the inn.
All right, you go to the inn. Just who wants to do something? Throw it at me.
I'm just gonna talk to Thorvald about getting some rations
Yeah?
together for the next couple days.
Well, he tells you that they got he has food that they prepare, and they would probably go bad over that time. But the general goods store will probably have some dried meats and such that you'd need.
Okay, cool. And then I'll flip my coin. Tell him good job at the bar. Glad to see you doing well. And if he ever sees my cart, don't try to pull me over.
He tells you if he sees your cart, it's not your cart anymore.
I'll just laugh out loud and walk out. Head back to the inn.
All right. Cool. We heading back to the inn.
Belle is still sitting on the bar, drunk, and everyone's just left her there.
Well, no, I'm still at the
I'm
bar.
still there.
All right, cool.
I'm sitting outside still.
Yeah. Now, how about what do you want to do?
I kind of just sitting there with my L and I look over on top of the bar at Bell. Hey, Bell.
Hey!
I think we might need to go to the inn. Ruby might be waiting on you.
Yeah, I was waiting.
All right. So I kind of offered a crook of my arm.
Yeah, I hopped down.
And then while I'm doing that, I'm like, Prince Harmo.
You're a prince too.
No, not really. I was just
Oh,
playing the part.
And
you did such a great job. That was
As
almost
you-
believable.
as you were getting ready to leave, Amber burst in, and you can see that she's crying, and she she runs. She like marches past you directly to the other bars that are still there, and they comfort her, and you can like see that they kind of like look at each other, and they kind of like give each other a wink, like yeah.
So leave that one alone. Are you gonna escort her back to the?
Yeah.
I'll go outside before that and stand by you.
You guys head out. You guys are on the front porch.
Mhm.
And Ayo's out there, and I guess everybody's out there except for Osteron, really.
Yeah.
Oh, you're heading back to the inn. Well, you guys are kind of you're there, but you're going into the inn. Yeah. Anyway,
Ayo.
Yeah.
Tension though.
Cool. I don't mean any hostility whatsoever. I'm just here to help.
Well, I know you mean well, but I don't know if we need you around.
I mean, that's understandable. I understand where you're coming from. You look like you can handle yourself just fine.
I can.
You look like you can protect people.
I charge myself with that.
That's a very noble thing. I see nobility in you. This coming from Prince Leopold.
So
Just protect Belle.
I will.
Thank you.
So where are you headed next?
I believe my heart is headed to Poor Reach.
Pearl Reach.
Yes.
You'll probably do well there.
You'll be walking around about this time.
Oh, I'm walking into the bar.
On your way to the inn. The inn's nearby.
Yeah.
So you're storming past after.
Y'all standing outside, right?
Oh yeah, we're standing outside on the.
I
on the
just
porch.
walk up to them. How you two doing? Prince Leo.
Oh, Asteron, I'm glad to see you again.
Nah,
There's something that I wanted to tell you as well.
Oh, what's this?
And
I'm playing my bird instrument.
I kind of a tear just comes to my eye.
Oh,
A manly
And,
tear.
A manly one. Just one single tear. And then like on minor illusion, a picture of Princess Vanessa looking outside a window to
I
me.
instantly turn hot red. What?
And she's smiling and blowing me kisses.
Start cracking my knuckles. Sizing this guy. Oh.
Put a picture of your baby
Yeah, for real.
off the book. Just
Ever since I've seen this woman,
Uh-huh.
I mean, she's all I can think about.
Uh-huh, yeah.
This
Uh-huh.
princess that I'm just dying to meet.
Oh, you want to die to meet her, huh?
And
And,
I stopped playing. That's Vanessa. We know her.
you damn straight we do. Yep. Mhm.
let me tell you. I put my hand on his shoulder.
I look at him like what the fuck?
Every night I lie in bed, thoughts of her filled my head.
Start taking off my earring.
A million wonders are keeping me awake.
Amber and the other bards come out and they hear you and they start playing along.
I think of what the world could be,
Throw it ass like ice cold.
dreaming of the one I see.
The great sword splinters the wood and stabs in the ground.
A million wonders will keep me here.
Rabbit.
A million wonders for the world we can make. For the world we're gonna take. And I stare at the picture and just another tear.
Sobbing.
I say ice cold just to get the ice effect now. We're just gonna let him make it, but no. I pull this bad boy out the ground.
She is my dream woman.
Where? Who?
She is my dream woman.
Where?
I heard she's in Pearl Reach, and that is where I'm going.
You must be talking about another Vanessa, not Princess Vanessa.
Is that her name?
And then Amber's talking about Vanessa. That's who he called me. He called me Vanessa.
That was a compliment. You should be happy.
And the other bards are like patting on the back and they like start walking towards her house.
Can I ask you something, Prince Leopold? I get the name right all of a sudden. Can you flex her? Can I see how you make a muscle?
Why is he talking to me?
I'm just trying to see. You can make a muscle? No.
Well, I'm sure any person could tell you that brawn is just part of it.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
You have a good night. I put my arm on his shoulder one more time.
And then I try to feel it on his arm. Weak. Weak. It won't work out. She's going to turn him down. I didn't even shake her hand. Weak.
He doesn't stand a chance.
I know he doesn't. Prince Leopold, may whatever be in your favor.
Thank you.
Boy.
I appreciate all that I was able to do for you guys tonight. And I bow and I walk away.
Them weak girly arms. Ayo, he has no chance. I ain't even worried
And
about it.
Leopold gracefully exits the scene to one day be seen again in the adventures of Charisma Plus. And as you guys are kind of sitting there looking at each other after he sings the song and walks away, kind of a loud whoosh sound and like a flash of light kind of happens, and then the dirt of the street starts to kind of billow. You think you can see like a hole open up in the sky, just about 10 feet off the ground, and out falls onto the ground Rainedor.
Are you guys seeing this?
And Rainedor hits the ground, and he's kind of a smoke is coming off his body, and his robes are tattered, and he's have something in his hand, and he looks bigger than he did last time you guys seen him. But yeah, there you are, Rainedor.
Do I know where I am?
You gasp and look around, confused. You have no idea where you are, but you see familiar faces.
Oh my god, guys. I'm so glad I found you.
You found us, or did we find you? You just fell out of the sky, like.
I run over and give him a hug.
Yeah, you remember giving a hug? Okay, yeah. And like he feels warm to the touch, like warmer than a lizard man should.
Way to be able to do that in
Cat.
brother.
Yeah.
I think I
And,
can come in on the dash of lightning.
You your clothes are tattered, and you have this jar in your hand, and you don't really remember much after you left the manor, but as you sit there, you're thinking.
Okay.
Continue.
That was some shocking news right there. What since you love the bell? Oh God.
Oh god. Amnesia.
So as you're sitting there thinking and you're looking at these familiar faces, let's bring it down to a serious moment for a second. You have flashes, and you remember riding in a carriage and the Ark maid beside you, and Nicholas was caged in the back of this cart that you were in. You remember being in the castle in Summershade. And then that's where everything gets real fuzzy. You remember being in the cage also yourself. You remember talking to Nicholas. You don't remember what he said, but you remember him handing you this jar that you have in your hand, and that has a little tag on it that says to Oseron. And then the last thing that you remember seeing is, imagine the room was dark. You can't see any walls, but there's a light in the center, like a kind of a large, almost like an arena that you're standing in. And before you, there's like a blue ball of like energy, like lightning energy. It's reaching out, and then around that, put a dragon that's made of glass. And then take that glass and shatter it, and the pieces seem to be held together by this energy that are reaching out to each piece, and you can still see the claws on the ground, and most of the face is still together, but it's very crystalline. And then you end up here.
Guys, I don't know how I even got here. But
Are you feeling okay?
I feel pretty strong.
Strong.
Yeah.
You look a whole lot bigger.
Thank you, Flex.
He's not a whole lot bigger, but he is noticeably larger than he was. Actually, yeah, he is a whole lot bigger because he's pretty small. But now he's
like buffer or taller?
it looks swole.
Swole.
Yeah.
Like,
Are any of his?
5 to 10 in the yard.
Yeah, it's like your robes is kind of like just like one piece is kind of like over your dragony chest and is covering you up, but that's about all it's doing.
Is his dragon features more prominent, or is
Bigger.
it the same? Okay.
Just like looking at my muscles, I'm like, must have been working out.
Brother, seems he's been following the workout plan.
Oh, good.
Yes.
We could use another.
Yeah, another one to work out with.
I'm looking at the jar at this point, and like it says to Aseron.
What?
I don't know much about it, but you can have this.
Hold it. Where did you get this from? What is this?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking at it,
yeah.
you can flip over the little tag that's on there, and it says, "From Nicholas, for your head."
It's a jar.
The jar, it's got this kind of milky liquid inside of it. It's not very much of it.
I swear to him, if he does another trick, and no. All right, here we go. Open it.
Mhm.
Now what? Anything?
Nothing happens. You can smell kind of like a bitter smell coming from this jar.
Put my hand in there.
Okay.
Pull out.
Yeah.
Taste it.
Oh, it tastes terrible. And as you kind of taste it, your finger kind of sticks to your tongue a little bit. It doesn't. You're able to pull it away, but you can feel it is quite sticky.
Okay, I think I know what's going on here, and
Like it's weird for sticky stuff to stick to something that's got a wet surface, and sticking to your tongue is weird.
yeah. Brother, could you help me real quick?
Oh, I'm not sticking my hand in that.
No, and I take my head off.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Ray completely freaks out.
Yeah.
Ray's just like,
What?
I'll explain in a little bit, Ray. Just don't worry, and take the sticky substance. And
Apparently he's fine.
I am fine.
Do you
and I
grab?
feel
Do
good.
you grab your head with the which hand? The one that you just stuck in the bottle?
Yeah, with
Oh,
the,
goodness.
no.
Oh yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
I was like asking him to
Like, grab your head.
yeah. Bro, could you flip it upside down and?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh, okay.
You kind of get a little vertigo as you're upside
Yeah,
down.
uh-huh.
And now you kind of look at yourself in reverse and backwards. You kind of.
Yeah, I'm trying to like touch my neck.
Oh yeah, you still can like maybe just close your eyes while your head's upside down. You're just able to just like feel without looking.
Yeah, go like this.
Yeah, you kind of dab some on.
Dab some.
Rub it on there.
The head.
Yeah.
All right, brother, flip my head back around. Good. Okay, and could you place my head back on my shoulders? I greatly appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, stop looking at me.
You have such beautiful eyes. Not really, though.
Close your eyes.
Shut up. Just do that. Just hurry up and put my head on. God.
Yeah, you put it on and it doesn't immediately just stick, but you're able to like get on there and you can feel it getting tougher and tougher to move his head as you're trying to get it lined up right. And over the probably the 10 seconds you have, you're able to get its head on pretty straight.
Okay.
Straight up.
Straight
I should put it on backwards.
Yeah. Oh my
And
God.
you can actually like you move your head around. It doesn't seem to fall off, but there is still a noticeable slit
Oh, so
all
like-
around your head.
Like tight beard. Nice.
Mm.
Go like this. And so the jar is empty. Pretty empty.
Yeah, you used it.
Yeah. Then I was like, thank you, Rainedor. Appreciate it. And then, oh God, I can't believe this. I kind of look up to the sky and I say, and I whisper, Thanks, Knuckles.
And you see a shooting star go across.
All right. Do it.
All right, so yeah, Raynor just flopped back down. The smoke kind of, the steam coming off your body kind of dissipates, and the portal that opened up, it quickly closes after you arrived. And several people that are walking the street, they're leaving the tavern, are kind of looking warily in your direction as this dragon elf is there. This lizard man seems to be standing in between all of you.
Guys, what? I know I'm in a new place and it's not.
Just
normal.
tell him it's a magic trick. It seems to work.
Oh, okay. Everyone, it's a magic trick. And I'll wave my
Yay!
Kinda start walking off.
Okay.
And talking to stuff.
So it's night. Is it late? Early? What are we doing?
It is bedtime.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
probably.
pretty drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, look at her. I don't even think I've ever seen her that happy before.
Yeah, and do you guys take the opportunity to catch Raynor up on the events?
Yeah, I tell them all about like what happened with me and my brother going to visit Nicholas, and that's what happened to my head.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cold. I'm going back to the inn.
Yeah.
Start walking off.
Hey, you guys get him.
I'll
You guys for the sake of
Yeah, walk and talk.
not doing all this again.
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
walk and talk and get them all
Tell
caught
them,
up.
tell them both about Ruby and
And,
what
uh,
happened and Jaimo and all of that and catching them up and all
Yeah,
that.
and if you ask him where he's been, then you just have bits and pieces. You don't really know. You wouldn't even hear so much time has passed. You have no idea what's been going on.
I don't even know what year it is.
What's yours?
So, right. Anybody doing anything else before we settle down and go to bed?
Well, they don't have rooms.
I know.
Okay.
So,
I'll just
What
start
are you
walking
guys
my
gonna
horse
do?
toward the end, I guess.
Yeah, you can walk it over, and again,
Yeah.
there's a place to tie the horse off there.
It's okay, Amelia.
Hey,
It's a beautiful
you
horse.
guys may want to take some pickles with you.
No thanks.
All right.
What?
I'm just trying to help you out.
Ayo or Ray, you guys can sleep in my room.
Yeah,
spent-
pretty nice night out.
Yeah, I spent too many years sleeping in the same room as you.
The metagame dodge. Here it
That was too good.
Yeah, it was too good. Oh my god.
Oh, all right. Well, I was just offering. I have more space. So.
I understand.
Are you guys gonna sleep
Gonna-
out under the
gonna
stars, maybe?
Tin it up, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
You got it.
So yeah, you guys go back into the inn.
Yo.
Old mean Bertha, she's sitting behind the counter. She's she's got her spoon and she has this glass jar that she's kind of like dipping the spoon in and like kind of licking it.
Oh.
Yum.
And she just kind of watches. She watches you go by, Belle and Jaimo, and you guys. I guess you're all coming in at the same time, and she kind of watches both of you come in. And she just kind of stops with the spoon like on the tip of her tongue. Watches you go by.
Yep. And I pat my brother on the shoulder. Well, brother, I'm gonna go ahead and head to my room. And now you have yourself a good night.
Why are you laughing?
It's been a long night, brother. After everything that happened tonight, I hope everything ends with a bang.
Dead.
You can hear Belle walking up to her room, opens the door, and she's like,
And
Ruby!
Ruby's still asleep on the bed.
And I just turned and look at my brother, put my hand on him, look him real soulful in the eyes like he's about to die. Have a good night, brother.
And then as you guys sit there talk, like me and brother kind of stands up.
And I'm going to my room with it.
Yeah, me too.
Just like just in awe watches both of you go.
Yep.
I walked to my room.
Yep, I walked to my room and I just looked like,
Thinking to myself, what the heck is wrong with her?
Oh me. All right.
All right.
So out in the outside, where you guys bedding down at?
Oh, I guess near the end. I guess I don't know.
Let's see. Said we were close to the trees, right?
Yeah, like the intro, like the front of the town is in the forest, and the back of the town is like out of it. It's weird, but that's how it is.
All right, I'll go a little bit into the trees and pop a tent.
Yeah. So maybe try to like think about like what the hell happened.
Yeah, that's basically gonna be my night.
And like, do you have mending?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you can like try to mend your robes back together.
I don't know. This is
They're
kinda looking
kind
pretty
of
good.
tight now. Like,
Yeah, it's kinda good.
you're a bit taller than you
got the
were.
hope hands going on at the top.
I'll just mend the bottom parts.
Okay. Yeah. You got this like tattered like Tarzan thing going on.
You got one
Hey,
nip
what about
out?
you?
I guess I'm gonna camp out near Rainedor.
Okay.
Good deal.
Yeah, you guys keep an eye out for each other out here. But you can still hear in the distance, pretty good bit away, but like yelling and the smoke, kind of a smoky smells in the air.
Oh yeah, it is still burning.
Yeah, you go back to your room, Belle.
Mhm.
Ruby's still asleep on the bed.
Mm.
There's still like a couple little chunks of meat on the floor. What'd you guys do with the wig, by the way?
I don't remember.
Is it still there?
What did
Kick
we
it
do
to
with
the
the wig?
corner or something like that?
Yeah, I think I kicked it under the bed.
Yeah.
It's under the bed? All right,
Yeah.
all that stuff's still there.
Okay.
And you guys go to bed.
I snuggle up next to Ruby.
Yeah, there's plenty of room for both you
Yeah.
gals in the bed. Especially Ruby because she's so small, except for a huge claw on. You know? But maybe like try to situate it to where it claws inside the portable hole she wears as a cloak now. Scrying, you're laying down, you're getting ready for bed.
Pretty tired.
Pretty tired, yeah. You're like laying there, you're just like, oh man, what a day. And you can hear heavy creaks as somebody's walking up the stairs, just like.
Kind of like sit up a little bit.
Boom. Boom.
What the hell is going on?
And you hear like a kind of a rattle of a key at your door. It's like maybe you look towards the door and you see like in the candlelight in the hallway, just the kind of a shadow in front of your door.
Okay. Like put my hand on my axe just on the side of the bed.
And you hear
And I lean up.
someone fumbling with some keys, and they you hear a key enter the lock of your door, and a click, and the door opens slowly.
I'll pick it up and just kind of turn it up.
And you see a head of the lady that was sitting at the innkeep, pokes her head in. She opens the door all the way and steps in with her large figure. She has a jar of pickles in one hand and a spoon in the other.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you ready? She steps in and
Ready
like
for what?
shuts the door behind her.
Oh no! Wait! Hey! Whoa! What is wrong with you, lady?
You said come to your room.
I absolutely did not.
No, you did.
When?
Earlier today, when you said bring pickles.
Oh.
She
No.
starts walking towards
No,
you.
hold on. I believe that was my brother Scrine you were speaking to.
Oh my god.
She looks at you.
Yes.
You're sitting there without your armor on, and she looks at your body. She's like, I like hairy men.
Well, I like to shave a lot.
She points at you.
Well, I'm about to shave right now.
Spoon doesn't believe you.
Then I grab a hand axe.
She's like, she kind of looks like her feelings are hurt. She's like, oh no, stop it! And she like smacks you with the spoon.
Well, listen. You might be mistaken. Have to be. I'm going to kill Oceron.
And she kind of like starts sticking the spoon towards your mouth and like trying to like.
Oh God, no! I'll cut a little patch of hair and I'll put it on a spoon.
And she kind of like looks at her pickle jar.
Oh God!
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Listen! Wait! Do these windows open?
Yeah.
Give me a moment. And I'll crack the window open.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lean out. Help me! Help!
And you hear two items hit the ground. Like one sounds kind of wooden and hollow, and the other one heavy, like a glass full of liquid. And hands grab you. And pull you back into the room. And after an awkward moment, you're able to finally talk her and tell her that this is a mistake, and you saw you come in and whatever. And the night ends uneventful.
Gonna get that door booty one way or another, boy.
I thought you got the roll string.
Just had to fight her.
Wake up the next day and.
But you guys share a pickle with each other. She gives you a pickle. You guys munch on a pickle, and she leaves. And
Thank you, brother.
and she looks disappointed.
Oh.
Listen, I'm pretty sure if you go to the other room, it'll be way better.
Not in the mood anymore.
You hurt her feelings, man.
apologize. There must have been confusion. My brother's like that sometimes.
Price is doubled in the morning. She shuts the door.
Oh my God! I'm being strong on.
But anyway, you guys you go to sleep. And you guys are sleeping out in the woods, like on the ground. Like I'm guessing. Cool. So yeah, everybody can go to sleep. Good. If you had any HP missing or spell slots, get it all back. Good deal.
Boy.
But the night is not uneventful. During the night, there are going to be visitors.
Why?
Oh, wonderful.
Murder somebody.
Ayo, you're going to be awoken in the night, and Haimo, you are as well. Ayo first. Ayo, you're laying in your trance as you're resting, and you just get the feeling that you're not alone. And I don't mean Rainedor sleeping nearby. You feel like there's people are watching you and they're close.
Open the eyes and take a look around.
Now as soon as you open your eyes, you can see that around you are standing 4 figures, and they're all cloaked in black with their hoods up, and you can see like stone masks, and each of them just slightly different colors and different expressions. There's one that looks like it's grinning a little bit, one that looks angry, one that looks sad, and one that looks like it's laughing. But these cloaks they wear, they almost kind of seem to blend with the shadows and just kind of give off a smoky aura. And you're not too sure which one speaks, but you hear one of them say, "You hold the coin."
That stand?
Mhm.
I do.
What will you do with the coin?
Try to lead people.
Do you intend to take over the Pearl Reach?
I do, but eventually. We have things we have to do. I'm sure you've been made aware that the world is changing.
And what they all kind of nod in unison.
And my friends and I are going to be the ones to stop it.
And they still just kind of stand around and watch. You, the chosen of Nicholas. It's a noble cause. But someone must lead Pearl Reach.
Pearl Reach has been more than decimated. We'd have to rebuild our numbers.
Yes.
There is, there's no escaping about what's going to happen to the world.
We are aware.
Something has to be done, and we can't hide from it.
Yes. And they all in unison hold their hands out. But you do not need the coin to do so. If you will not lead, we'll find another.
Who?
And they all stand in silence.
If I choose to claim it,
Then you will be expected to lead.
I can't do that right now.
And they continue to hold their hands out.
Hand over the coin.
And the coin. And as the coin hits their hand, they disappear. Hamo. Exact same thing, except in your room. You wake up and you can feel there's someone watching you. And as you wake up, there's these figures standing around the bed that you're in, and they're just kind of looking down at you. Now, they just kind of stare. They don't really speak.
What do you want?
It's you, our brother, but not the same. You don't remember us.
No, I don't.
And they each in unison pull up on their masks and kind of pull away, and it's like you're looking at something that's moving quickly and you can't quite focus on it, but then you see faces, 2 female elves and 2 male elves, and you remember vaguely these faces from your past life being some of the original founding members of the Crows. And then they put them back on. Do you remember us?
Somewhat. What are you doing here?
We finally found you. You used the coin led us to you. And they all in unison hold their hands out again, but one of them, the one with the laughing face, has the coin in his hand. Your friend did not choose to lead, but Pearl Reach must be led. Will you lead?
I was never the leading type. Maybe once a long, long time ago.
And they pull it back down and put their hands beside them. We remember. But tradition, someone must be chosen. And those who break tradition must be executed.
Are you here to do that now?
There's someone nearby, but we can't find him. Arcus. He betrayed the old ways, and now a dwarf leads Littlefort. Tell us what you know.
That Arthur's, he supposedly stepped down protecting my family.
There's a contract out on you. And it must be fulfilled. But we can overlook this if you do something for us. And they all hold their hands out again. And this time the one with the sad face has a pearl in his hand. Kill Arcus, the one who betrayed us. Please.
So you want me to kill the man that protected my family? What if I don't? Then what? And there's already been a contract out on me for this long. Still here.
That's because we couldn't find you. But now we have. And your time may be limited.
Man, I was considered the best at what I do. I can do that for a little bit longer.
And they continue to hold it out. And they kind of... Is that a no then?
That is enough. I can't betray the man who saved my family. I have more honor than that.
And they put their hands down. And they say, actually, in this time, except one voice seems to come from all of them. And they say, we'll be seeing you. And they're gone. And then everybody wakes up. And it is morning time. And Ruby's awake. And as you wake up, she's sitting at the window, kind of looking out. And she's just staring out the window. But she notices when you wake up and turns around and kind of gives you a little smile.
Hi.
Hey.
Are you feeling better?
Mm-hmm.
So, last night was a little bit wild.
She kind of looks. She has the look of like. She doesn't look like ashamed or sorry, but she looks kind of embarrassed more than anything.
Do you remember what you did?
And she kind of shakes her head. Yeah.
Okay. Could you please remove your tokens and put them somewhere where they won't be found, as to not incriminate yourself or anyone else, please?
And she kind of looks at you. You want me to... What?
I jump off the bed and point under it like this.
And she kind of bends over and, and you when you point at the bed and you look, and there's nothing there.
Oh. Did you move that already? Oh, you're the best. Whew. Okay. Well, I think we're all good then. You feeling better? Okay. I'm a little bit stressed. Let's get everyone and see what everyone wants to do this morning.
All right, yeah, you
I've
guys
got a bit of a headache.
You guys,
I'm walking now.
you walking over to Oscar?
Oh, this is really...
Hey, you hear a knock at your door.
Wake up. Stretch in my loincloth. Yeah, who is it? Pickles. And my eyes get real big. And I instantly pull my sword out.
Yeah, you hear from the other side, ice cold.
I don't need any pickles this morning. I'm good. Room service. Don't want it. Room service. Don't need it. I have breakfast. Well, what kind of breakfast? And I'm naked. What are your stats? what you look like? What she looking like? What she looking like?
At least 3 8s.
Oh,
She's 3.
She's standard.
Shoot, standard. That's better than average. We talking about
like average. All right, I get up, slowly creeping.
Like you hold the baseball bat.
Like I'm on the baseball bat. I'm about to open the door. All right, Miss Pretty, and I open the door.
Yeah.
So he opens it, I jab him and I say, jackass!
Like, oh,
And then I run back to my room.
oh, yeah. You ass! All right. I just want to yell down the hall. Did you have fun last night?
I'm all pickled out.
I bet you are. I'll start putting on my armor, getting ready.
Yeah, everybody can get their things together, and you guys can meet outside of out in front of the inn. Oh yeah, you guys are all together, and Ruby's there. And on your way out, the mean Bertha tells you that it's 20 gold a night next time you come back.
Oh my god!
Both of you. Unless you bring pickles.
Unless you bring pickles, got it. What's everybody else said?
We're all outside the inn.
I'm gonna pull the bell off to the side.
Ooh.
Bell.
Hey.
Hi. I just wanted to tell you that I apologize for just running off.
It's all right. We've all got to do what we need to do at times.
All right.
You scared me though.
I know.
Especially seeing as what you did when we were in Pearl's Reach. And then I didn't really get to talk to you that much. Things are all kind of crazy. So I didn't forget that. Just saying. She blushes.
I mimicked the guns back at it. I know. The last few days have been stressful.
I agree.
And if you want to find Leopold and leave with him,
Belle starts
okay.
laughing. Oh my goodness, no. I could never date a bard. Whew. Nice guy, though. Real nice guy. And also,
cards aren't that bad.
I, in the moment, told him a little bit about Ruby. And so I was...
How is Ruby?
She's great most of the time. But actually, last night she lost her necklace, and there was this whole big thing, you know, her necklace that represses her vampiric urges, and she like scalped a guy.
She attacked someone.
Yeah, whilst we were
did
out
she-
looking for her necklace.
Did she like beat on it?
Not that I know of. Apparently he's fine, and apparently it's all fine. He was healed, and she's cleaned up the mess, and it's just been a time. But yeah, so Leopold helped us to find the necklace, and then I felt like I owed him an explanation of, you know, why this event occurred. So now he kind of has that information on us, which makes me feel pretty foolish. I thought I was doing what was best at the time, but now, after a night's sleep, I'm not so sure.
Perhaps we owe Oseron an apology.
Azeron? Why?
We did kind of tease him for speaking to Titanbeard.
Well,
That shit still gonna
I mean,
get back in where it don't even matter.
maybe. I still don't think Titanbeard needs to know anything about our family.
Oh, I agree.
Things are
But-
complicated enough.
How about we just let's round everybody up and you can tell us what you know about the pillar.
Oh yeah, definitely. I haven't even been able to really tell you guys what I know. Of course, yeah. I guess that's where we're going to be heading next. If everyone's good with leaving the fort.
You Ruby's kind of looking around, and she's kind of sniffing the air a little bit. I smell blood. A lot of it. And it's coming from over there. And she points down at the burnt down inn, which is currently closed.
I guess I crossed the street over there again.
Yep, heading that way. You know, the door's locked, and you can look through the windows, and No one's inside. All the lights are out. It's
Does
it's not odd for a tavern to be closed early in the day though.
anything turned over like there was an attack?
You don't see anything. Not from here.
From there?
There's an office room that you went into, Hamo, and that's the only thing that's in here. Everything looks okay from what you can see. And Ruby's like, yeah, it's definitely in here. It's a lot. She's kind of,
Ruby, do you think someone was murdered here?
well, if they're still alive, they're really hurt. She kind
Alright.
of like listens for a second. But I don't hear a heartbeat.
Is there a town guard we can contact?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes,
there is.
there is.
You guys are actually,
Gordon, right?
they're,
Gordon.
Gordon
They're-
Wright.
yeah, Gordon Wright, but they haven't returned. And even the two guards that were at the front, they there's
still
one,
out
there's
fighting
one
the
still
fire?
sitting there, but it seems like that most of everyone in like as far as them they are concerned has left to go fight this fire because it's you can see the smoke in the distance. It's still raging on.
Oh my god, what do you do?
The matters of the forest are more important than the security of the town at the moment, so that everything doesn't burn down.
And you said there was one still standing out there, right?
Yeah, there's still
Okay.
one out there.
Can you guys call him over? I don't know if he'll like me very much.
Okay, I go up to the guard that's standing at the front of the town.
Okay. And he looks nervous as you walk up, like he looks stressed as you come over.
Hi.
Good evening. What can I do for you?
I left something in the bar last night, and we're about to leave on our way. And I was hoping that somebody could just unlock the door so that we could go in and see.
And he gives like a big breath, like, "Oh, thank God." They left me in charge of everything, and they had just I'm the only one here.
I'm sure you're doing a really great job.
Yeah. But we don't. We have an agreement with Thorbalt that we don't get involved with the tavern at all. I don't have a key. But he lives just a few houses down.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right, I'll go and check myself. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.
And he's like, kind of gives you like a, yeah, okay.
All right, I go back to the party.
Yeah.
Thornbolt lives over there. So we should probably go and speak to him rather than trying to get into his establishment on our own.
Cobalt seems like a good enough man. We should go see him.
Do we really have time, considering?
Hopefully this won't take long.
I mean, even if we do not solve whatever is happening in there, I mean, I'm kind of with you, Homo. It might not be any of our business at all. But we should probably inform someone before we leave.
Start walking toward Thorbalt's house.
Yeah, it's fairly close. Like there's the center of town, and most of this place is just houses that are out from that. But you can go to Thorbalt's house, and you guys knock.
Knock
And-
3 times.
Yeah. There's no answer. And you don't hear any rustling inside, or the windows are open. No candles are lit or anything. But it's morning.
I
but
call
still-
over Ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby, is there anyone in there? Can you listen for a heartbeat?
And she's like, kind of shrugs. It's like, it's hard to tell with all these around, but I don't think there's anybody home. I don't smell any other dwarves around.
Let's start walking back toward the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay, you guys get back to the bar?
You said we can see inside.
Yeah, there's windows. You can look inside.
I picked the door.
You pick it? Yes, it's a simple lock. You're able to get in, no problem.
Okay.
And the door swings open and letting a little bit more light from the morning in through the doorway. and there's no sound. Everything's quiet.
Start investigating.
Yeah.
See what I can find.
You look around in this room. If you guys look around, nothing sticking out or anything like that. It just looks like you find mugs and such behind the counter.
Was the place cleaned up from the night before, or was it all like somebody didn't get a chance to clean?
No, it looks like it's been cleaned up and the floors have been swept. The dishes seem to be clean.
Okay.
I want to check around the corridor where Thorvald took me down to the.
Okay, yeah, to the
I
side.
go with him.
To the side, there's a door, and then through that door behind the bookshelf went down to their underground area. But yeah, you this door, when you go to open it, it's already cracked a little bit, and as you open it, before you even get the door open, you can already see a gruesome scene of blood splattered on the walls. And as you get the door all the way open, what you would guess was Thorvald is with many daggers stuck through him to the wall. It looks like he's been skinned and flayed open. And it's like where his body is on the back wall behind the desk is just like a blood splatter that goes kind of around the room.
Well, I think we found what Ruby was smelling.
This is bullshit. What happened?
I'm gonna. So you said he's pinned to the wall by daggers and knives. I'm going to start pulling the daggers out of him. And
No,
Wait,
no,
wait.
wait.
No, wait, what? He's a dwarven brother. He's stuck to the wall. You want me to leave him up here?
We gotta
And he's
This
tell.
is a
flayed on
crime?
top of
We
that?
gotta tell somebody.
It's the crime scene.
Can
They're
we
gonna
at least
pin
get-
that. They're gonna pin that on us. If we don't tell someone, we can come back and clean up later. We have to tell someone.
This makes me wonder, was it all a dream?
What a dream.
What dream? What do you mean, Hannibal?
Belle, will you go get that guard?
Yeah, I will.
As you turn to leave, you behind the door that's open, you think you see like a deformed hand kind of just hanging out from behind it.
Guys.
Yeah, you drag their attention to this
Yeah.
thing you can see behind the door that's opening against the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys gonna like look and see what it is?
Yeah.
You pull the door to, and there's a hanger where you'd hang your cloak, and it's hooked in the skin of Thorvald's mouth, and his skin is hanging there. And it looks like it was just simply cut through the chest and stretched and peeled off.
Okay, I'm gonna go get the guard now.
Make it quick, Bill.
Yeah, Belle runs off.
Okay, yeah, and he sees you coming back, and you're able to get him, and he comes, and as he looks at the scene, you can see that he's getting sick to his stomach, and he just looks shocked and doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking around for any clues and such, against the wall by his hands, you kind of see that looks like drawn in blood. There's like a M and then like an A, and then it just kind of just slashes out.
Just investigate for any more clues.
You look around. Aside from the blood that's everywhere, everything is still neat and tidy. His clothes and what he was wearing is also behind the door in the corner, and you can go through those. And you find like a dagger and his shirt and such.
Is his coin there?
But his coin is not.
Belle's not much help with the investigation. She's kind of just sitting with the guard
Yeah.
and trying to, give him any comforting advice that she can, because I'm assuming that he doesn't know what the hell to do.
Give me one investigation roll.
Me or her?
Well, whoever wants to investigate.
Well, who has
I got pretty good
I got
investigation.
0.
Yeah, go ahead, Alan.
Nah,
Or
I'm good.
AO.
17.
17. Just looking around, other than the M and the A, the only other thing you can find as you're looking, each of these daggers, they seem to have the metal ball piece at the end that has engraving on it, and each one has a mask, and they all look familiar.
What I have seen this too.
If you're looking around,
Yeah, I was looking around, but do I need to roll?
it'd be an investigation roll, or Ao can tell you if he wants. Just make
Jaimo, I'm sure you've been made aware that there are people that enforce assassinations.
Yeah, no.
And I've been made aware that they didn't like the fact that a dwarf was running the guild here.
So you think it was them that did it?
Seems that way.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go to the guard.
and he's still just like,
Listen, just make sure no one enters. Get who you can trust to clean up, and have an idea of who did this. He seems to be assassinated by a group of people. Fortunately, I don't know their names.
he's just kind of like still looking. He hears you, but he just kind of seems like he's having a hard time understanding. But then he kind of looks down and shakes his head and
Look, we have a job to do. You have a job to do.
yeah, I'll leave it. And he looks at the paladin that's here. He's like, I'll leave it to you. And
We have to be going. Is there anyone else in this town that you can trust?
I know you said that the other guards are out fighting the fire at the moment, but surely there's other people around, right? People that you can get in contact with in case of an emergency.
and he still seems just like he's just like lost and dumbfounded. And then you can start hearing he's like kind of, how did you know something happened?
I told you I lost something here last night, and we just came to collect it. That's all.
The
Okay.
door happened to be open.
Okay, and he believes you because they don't have to roll against that. Okay, yeah. I'll it's my duty. I'll take care of this. But I mean, usually this place takes care of itself. But I'll tell somebody. And he just kind of turns and starts walking away.
I'll look to Jaimo. Jaimo, what about one of the gentlemen you spoke with yesterday?
What gentleman?
The ones at the fort.
You said there was a guild there. Few
It
members.
It was the same as they were under Thorbolt. I mean,
Well,
you can go
Thorvald's-
ask them, but
They'll need to be summoned here. They need to know what happened.
yeah, I don't think it was any of them though. I mean, it can't really be a coincidence.
Why would they
But-
kill him out of the blue? Doesn't make sense for them.
Yeah, I mean, if they were gonna do it, they would have did it a long time ago.
If they
But-
could.
I already told you who I think did it.
Who was it, Ao?
Well, there's an older generation. I call them the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
They wear these masks and point to the balls on the dagger.
Mhm.
They look like those.
How many masks on the daggers? So six.
How many different ones?
If you guys take time to look, there's several daggers here, and you can pick out there are 4 different ones, and there are multiples of the same one still,
Right.
but 4 different ones you can tell.
I was looking at them. Yeah, that's okay. We've all known each other for a lot longer than we come to this life, anyway. Those were the old ones, as you say, were some of the founding fathers of the Thieves Guild. I helped set it up.
You know them.
Yeah, I talked to them last night.
Wait, I know who we can talk to. We need to go to the church, and there are these men, big guys. They didn't like me very much, with headbands, orange and black. We need to find them. I have no doubt that they're the people we're supposed to be speaking to right now. Would anyone like to go with me?
Sure.
So before we leave,
I don't think everyone should leave.
Mo or AO, do y'all have any association or affiliation with these four men behind the mask?
They seem to operate separate from the crows.
They're separate.
And as you guys are talking about that, you hear a wooden door open, but you don't see anything open. And it's coming from inside this room, from behind the bookshelf. And then you can hear like a few voices coming from behind it, and they're joking about drinking last night, and they start pushing the bookshelf. And you see some familiar faces. You see as they come out from the hideout, the Thieves Guild that's here under the bar, Mandrake, a elf, with a orange and black headband, and then a few others that you've seen in the out in the little fort, and they come out and they're kind of joking with each other, and they step into the room and just kind of stop and look, and they're left without words. They just stare.
I run to the one with the orange headband, I grab him, jerk him up like this, and I slam him on the ground.
Okay, yeah. He doesn't resist. He's like shocked and slammed. He's thrown on the ground. He kind of like looks at you.
Who did this? Did you do this?
No. We were down there. We came back.
Start grabbing him by the throat.
Like he's looking back. And the other three that are there, they begin pulling weapons, and they're just like confused, and they don't know what's going on, but they seem to be scared.
I draw my weapons and I tell them to
Stand down.
Everybody, calm down. There's clearly a situation here. I don't believe either of our parties are to blame. We need to figure out what's going on.
I thought you said something about the guys with the orange headbands as I hold on to this guy's neck while he's on the ground. Is this one of them?
Different guy.
No, that's one of the gentlemen that I ran into last night.
He sees you, and his eyes get really big.
I put my hand over Ruby, like protectively.
And he's like, that's the what we saw outside the church.
Azaran, let him go.
And
we mean you no harm, and you shouldn't mean us any harm.
and he stands up, and he's like, No, this is the girl that we heard talking about. Her sister did this to Mandrake, and like Mandrake kind of like touches his head, like he can still see scars even though it's been healed. And he's like, and they look real scared right now, and they start like backing back towards the opening that they came from.
No, please, wait.
I pop up behind them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
Nobody's going anywhere.
and they as soon as you say that, they turn and look, and they are freaking out, but they don't do this to us, please. If you're gonna kill us, just make it quick.
No, we didn't do this. None of us are responsible for this. We were just trying to find out who did. I promise you.
And they're extremely skeptical,
Do
but
I need to persuasion them?
even if you persuade them, they're going to be extremely skeptical given the situation. This is something that you would not be able to persuade anyone that it's okay. But you can tell that they are kind of just, they're on guard and scared, but they're not trying to antagonize you guys and like
Yeah, of course.
hoping that they can talk their way out of it if it goes wrong.
Can I at least persuade them to sit down with us so we can talk to them?
Yeah, and you don't even have to roll it because they don't have a choice.
Okay.
But they're not trying to fight because,
I just kind of look at them like, look, guys, you know my reputation. If I wanted him dead, you wouldn't see me here. You just see him.
and they're still confused. They're just like, you can see like Mandrake. Actually, there's like a wet spot on his pants as he's wet himself. Yes, they're just these guys are scared for their lives right now.
Yeah.
And you guys are still talking to them. They hear you, but they're scared. So you're not going to get much right now. But you can take them down and sit them down if you want to.
We're not gonna kill you.
Okay.
We're not going to hurt you at all. We are in no way responsible for this.
What happened?
We don't know either.
It
We
appears
just got
he
here.
was assassinated.
They kind of like look at you when he says that.
Not my style.
How about us?
They just look down because they don't seem to have any response.
I know that this is a huge blow for your guild, and I can't tell you what you need to do right now. That's not any of my business. I'm not associated with you guys. But if we can help in any way, let us know. We will try.
And Mandrake, as he's sitting there, he just takes a big breath and just like, you guys can just leave. Just leave.
I'm not going anywhere.
Not before you take him down.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I'm finna start taking them down. Like, I'm gonna start pulling the daggers out and start pulling them off the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can, and you grab the daggers, and they're all slick with blood as you're pulling them off, and like you get the arm, and the arm wetly slaps to the side and against the wall, and the body hangs more that way, and you can see the knives starting to cut through more. But takes a little bit of time, and the one with the orange headband will attempt to help if you guys let him get up and do so.
I look to Mandrake while they're doing it. And I'm like very stern and angry. I expect a proper burial for this man.
For this dwarf.
And Mandrake, he just always just kind of looks off in the distance, as you can tell that he can't see you. Just kind of nods his head and looks down, like, well, of course he was our leader and our friend too. Everything was fine until you brought that thing here.
Don't blame this on her. Don't blame this on us.
We know as much as you do. It could have been her. You don't know.
No, she's not. She's not that type.
He just looks back down. You guys are able to get him down. It's a slick and bloody mess.
Turn to Rainedor and Ray. Can you? I don't know. Just get rid of the blood off of him, at least.
He doesn't have skin, dude.
His skin is hanging on the wall.
Yeah, skin on the wall.
He's skinned alive.
Skin alive.
I don't
I
think
collect
there's,
4 each of the daggers.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything I can do for him.
Sorry, Ray. I'm just not thinking clearly right now.
Is there any of his Thorbolt's belongings lying anywhere in the room nearby? Or?
Yeah, all of the stuff he had from the night before is still there. The only thing other than a dagger that's laying on the ground is there's a coin pouch, and it has 38 gold in it.
I'm gonna walk up and grab my mug that I bought from him, and I'm gonna set the coin pouch in the mug, and I'm gonna set it next to the rest of the stuff, and I'll just inform Mandrake that I want this to be with his body when he gets buried or whatever.
And the one that's helping, he goes and he takes some of the curtains by the windows down and brings it and begins to try to wrap the body so that you guys, so it's not clean it up a little bit, And yeah, so Stop there tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. Ah, the good old Charisma Plus heavy feels are back. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Hope you guys enjoyed your 3 weeks off. We're back.
I'm glad I'm back.
We got a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun before the serious.
Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll be some of us will be back tomorrow for Charisma Plus Cursed. You guys can enjoy us that at the same time tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. And thank you guys for watching. If you guys got any fan art or anything you want to say to the cast and crew, you can say it to hashtag Charisma Plus on Twitter. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
mm.